All right, you guys. So salute everybody tapping on in. Ticket TV live streams, like, share, and subscribe. Let's get into this video, man. And let me talk about this, man. As the LeBron James media, that's right, the Love Media is out here blaming Luka Doncic. I'm watching this all over ESPN. They're blaming Luka Doncic. You got Jay Williams out here fat shaming and blaming Luka Doncic for this year's loss. Are you guys out of y'all mind? Luka Doncic, even with all his deficiencies, and y'all knew this, y'all were praising this Lakers team and picking them to win. Even though Nico had already told y'all defense wins championships, all these things that we already know have been put out here to the public. And what does the La Media do? They're on national TV today on every single show blaming Luka Doncic. It started yesterday with that punk Nick Wright. He came out blaming Luka Doncic. Chris Broussard blaming Luka Doncic. The rest of the media today, Stephen A. Snitch, all the rest of the mainstream media, Jay Williams, all these clowns blaming Luka Doncic. I'm telling y'all this right now. This is a coherent effort to take blame off LeBron James and that punk JJ Redick. JJ Redick is an overrated, non-basketball knowing scumbag of a coach. He's a jerk of a coach. He shows no respect to the media, and the media bows down to him. Stephen A. Smith and them always talk about protecting the media, but JJ Redick talk to y'all how he want. Darvin Ham never disrespected the media like that, and y'all treat him like hell. JJ Redick come out here and talk to any one of y'all, media, coaches, all this, however he want, and y'all still lay down for this punk like he did something in the game. He ain't got no skin in the game. Then the situation with Luka Doncic. They're all blaming Luka. You guys were all praising the move. You guys were 2 weeks ago when they beat the hell out of the OKC Thunder. They all praised the Lakers. Nobody was saying, "Hey man, he's out of shape. He's fat." Barbie, what's up, baby? Salute. Ain't nobody say, "Hey man, he's fat. He's out of shape." Italian, what's going on, homie? Y'all know that everybody in the chat room. What's good? Nobody said this 3 weeks ago when they beat OKC. When they beat Denver, nobody said this. Luka's the same. Now all of a sudden, they lose in the first round. Oh, it's Luka's fault, man. He out of shape, man. He got to get in championship shape, man. Luka was just in the finals last year without LeBron James. Coming out the West. There's the link right there, bro. Somebody want to come up in here, man? Y'all can come up in here, man. This shit is embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing, bro. Because this is what happens to all LeBron's teammates, bro. Bro, LeBron James is 2-12 in his last, 14 playoff games? And he's had AD and Luka Doncic as his teammates. Bro, what are we talking about? These dudes just run around here screaming, "Oh, yeah, we got Luka, and Austin Reeves is the best third wheel in the league. Blase, blase, blah. JJ's a genius." JJ Redick get exposed. "Oh, man, this is his first year, man. Give him another year." Dudes don't came out here and sold straight to the devil. It's sad, bro. I hope Luka Doncic leave these fools high and dry. Because if they want to blame him, I hope Luka leaves. I hope Luka leaves. Even if LeBron leaves, I hope Luka leaves, man. I hope Luka leaves and goes somewhere else, bro, like to Miami or somewhere. I hope he leaves. I hope he leaves, bro. Because I'm telling y'all something. These dudes are absolute, complete scumbags. I hope he goes to the Houston Rockets or the Miami Heat. I hope Luka just gets up and walks away. Because these dudes, like I said before, you're going to blame everybody else for him? Yeah, man. I see y'all in the building.
What's up, Ticket?
I'll take it.
What's good, man? What y'all got on this?
You salute, bro.
Salute.
Nah, bro. You can't just. I'm sick of these clowns, bro. First of all, you can't just blame Luka for the loss. I get he didn't play no defense and he needs to work on his athleticism. But come on, bro. Where's JJ Redick at? That's who I'm pointing my finger at. JJ Redick. LeBron get some blame too, because everybody swore up and down that they was going to fucking go to the championship this year and face either Boston or Cleveland in the finals. But look, last year, see, I'm a Mavs fan, and so I know about this. So last year, Luka was in the damn finals, like you said, with Kyrie and stuff. We didn't. So who fault is it?
Bro, this shit is embarrassing, bro.
Yeah, it's
It's,
embarrassing.
it's
Ticket.
embarrassing. It's embarrassing because they was just out glazing this team 3 weeks. 2 weeks ago, they was glazing this team. They was saying
Right.
this team was a potential championship contender. Kendrick Perkins out here saying that they saved the NBA. All these dudes running around here talking about some, "Oh yeah, man, Luka's better than what AD was." They was just saying this.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But also these Lakers, not y'all was saying, oh, yeah, they were so confident. They said, oh, we can beat the Warriors in the first round. We can beat them in the first round. But look, y'all got smoked by the Wolves in the first round. And last year y'all was a seed higher. You know what I'm saying? This year y'all had a higher seed with JJ Redick, and y'all lost in the first round. Darvin Ham took them to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, man, it's sad, bro. Uh, yeah, I seen that video, Italian, and then Ant-Man, he taking a victory lap around LA.
Man, that
Yeah,
shit is
yeah,
Bro, them niggas
disrespectful,
clowns,
man.
bro. Them niggas clown. And couldn't nobody do nothing but respect it because he bust their ass this year. Even though he played a bad closeout game, he still was
Yeah.
out there talking shit.
I gotta respect it. Take it. I gotta respect
Salute,
it.
bro.
You know what
Salute,
I'm
bro.
saying? What's up? What's
Oh,
up?
man.
What up, Ticket? What's good, fellas?
Man,
Yeah,
what y'all
salute,
got?
salute.
The media's out here blaming. They putting all the blame on Luka, saying he fat, out of shape. Bro, they was just praising this team 3 weeks ago, saying they're gonna win the chip. They going to the finals.
You know how they do. You know
This
how
shit
they do, Ticket.
crazy, bro. They got the
You know how
same
they do.
cycle, bro. Well, LeBron James is the same cycle every single year, bro. Before
They
the season,
find the scapegoat.
hype the Lakers up before the season. Then once the season comes and they don't play well, oh, they need to make moves by the trade deadline. Rob Pelinka's not doing his job. Then by the trade deadline, Rob Pelinka always makes big moves. And
Rob
then
Pelinka was a god.
Rob's a legendary
Oh
GM.
yeah,
Lakers gonna
yeah.
win the chip. Then they get to the playoffs, get the hell beat out of them. Oh, this roster's flawed, man. These guys are scrubs. Got to move on or fire the coach. But now they're not firing the coach because LeBron James hired this punk. So it can't be firing the coach. Now these dudes is clowns, bro.
Hey, Ticket.
For real.
Fucking
You ain't
Hey,
bronze
lying.
sexual, man.
hey, Ticket. Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith. They started blaming Luca in
Yeah, I
game two
saw
and
it.
three.
Bro,
Yeah.
I saw it, bro. Listen, I saw it, bro. But listen, what I'm saying is this. None of them dudes are saying that 3 weeks ago before the season's over when they was whooping OKC, when they beat OKC by like 30 or 40.
Oh
They
yeah,
was nobody
everyone
was
was
saying that.
glazing
They
them.
was
Oh
all
yeah.
saying the Lakers gonna win the chip.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
You ain't lying. You ain't
That's
lying.
insane, bro. Now all of a sudden they get exposed, and now all of a sudden it's Luka's fault. Luka ain't in shape, man. It's on Luka, man.
We was the
What about
favorite,
LeBron? What
man.
about the
We
lack
was
of
the
defense,
favorite.
LeBron? What about LeBron staying on one side when he on
I
top
thought,
of the
well, I'm
key,
gonna tell you the
letting
truth.
people go past
I didn't
him?
think LeBron's defense was that bad this year. I thought he made some really good defensive plays, but offensively
Yeah,
he was
he
horrible down the stretch in the fourth quarter when they needed him the most. And a lot of this
right.
happened because of punk ass JJ Redick's stupid coaching. You don't play no fucking 40-year-old every fucking minute of the second half of a game. He's getting up to 46 minutes a game. That's 40 years old, bro. 40 years old, bro. Come on, what are we
Yeah.
doing? What you think? Like I said, JJ Redick thought he was playing 2K with the stamina off. Can't
Yeah.
can't
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Well,
You
well,
know
go
who
That's
was
back
the
to
third?
LeBron too. LeBron, where was
yeah, yeah,
0 dark 30 LeBron? Where was that LeBron?
Man, I already know
facts.
that shit wasn't gonna show up,
Facts.
man.
Where was
It's
0 dark 30 Bron? I seen a lot of Bron laughing, joking. I think
Bro,
he just
he was laughing after the game, bro. That's how I know he
yeah.
was
JJ
serious.
Redick
After they
fault,
got
bro. It's
eliminated,
JJ
bro, I
Redick
seen
fault,
video of him
bro.
And
online
shout out
laughing.
Ant Man, man. He cut from that cloth, from that '90s, early 2000s cloth. Shout out
Yes,
Ant,
Man,
sir.
man. I'm rooting heavy for Ant.
I'm
I'm
not
a
trying to
'90s
hear
baby
that,
boy.
bro. I'm not trying to hear that. You know why I'm
You
not
ain't
trying
trying
to
to hear
hear
what?
that?
You
Why
ain't
You know
trying to
not?
why
hear
I'm not?
what?
Don't listen. No disrespect to you, bro. Right?
No, no,
No,
no. You good? Of
you.
course.
We
We
know
we
we cool.
debating.
We can
Yeah, we
debate,
debating, bro. Yeah,
but
it's all sport
no,
debate, brother.
I no. Just all respect, right?
Hmm?
Ant-Man, my guy. I fucks with Ant-Man. But I'm not doing I did that. I give him credit last year and I did it too early. I'm not giving these guys credit no more. They gotta show me and prove. They gotta start winning championships for me to start telling myself that these guys cut from this Kobe and Jordan and Clough. Nah, bro. You gotta start winning
Yeah, yeah,
championships,
nah,
man.
nah, nah. What I
You
what I mean by
Ant-Man.
that? Yeah, my fault. I'll let you finish. My fault, bro.
Oh, my fault. No, go ahead. We
No,
can
I
go
was gonna
back and
say
forth.
as far as the
The mentality.
competitiveness, that
Yeah.
competitive nature, bro. Like
Right.
he going at him, bro. He
Right.
not shying away. He's
Right.
showing no fear. He's
Dog
going
shit.
straight at him, dog.
Dog
He going
shit. Yeah.
straight at him.
I feel it. But he has to, like Ticket said, he has to close though.
Yeah,
You gotta
no.
finish the whole mentality. You gotta close out. Kobe
Mm-hmm.
was 20,
One.
21 years old, closing out in the
Yeah.
fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But you got
Yeah,
people in the
bro.
comments who gonna say Kobe overrated.
Yeah, thank you.
Sick.
Yeah.
I was listening. I was listening to that last stream. Niggas was talking about no, not y'all, but people saying Kobe overrated. Kobe ain't top five. Kobe needed Shaq. Okay, bro. All that stuff is debunked.
Man, them people
Yeah,
trash as hell,
it's
man.
Shaq
robots,
had an
bro.
under
It's
500
robots.
record in the playoffs from 92 to 98, 99. He was
Right.
Yeah.
32 and 34 with the Magic and
Okay,
the
thank you,
first 2
bro.
years with the Lakers. He had an
If
under
Kobe,
500 record
right,
in the playoffs. And everyone likes to glorify it. He had hell of a play. He had Penny, Nick Anderson, Dennis Scott, Horace Grant.
And,
He had a squad and he was
and, he
under
ain't,
500 in the playoffs
he ain't
if
started winning
if Kobe,
until my
until
fault. Go
Kobe
ahead, go ahead.
became Kobe.
No,
Until Kobe
yeah,
became Kobe,
until
that's when Shaq started
until
winning.
until Kobe got off the bench in '98. Once he got off the bench in '98, it was up. You hear me?
yeah.
Yep.
So why did Shaq didn't win a championship with Kobe with Penny then? If he carried Kobe, if see, that tells you right there. If Shaq was
That's
so dominant,
You,
he would have
you,
won with Penny.
you know what else? It is deeper than that, bro. I honestly think Shaq became the dominant force that we saw in LA because of Kobe. Let me elaborate why. He saw how hard Kobe was working, and that pushed Shaq into a whole new stratosphere as far as hard work. That's when Shaq got in the best shape of his life, and that's when Shaq became dominant because he saw how much work Kobe was putting in. He was like, I can't let this man outwork me. And then it got to Shaq's head, and then the rest is history. They started butting heads. Kobe called him fat when he came in, and Shaq didn't like it.
But Kobe was
And
right. He's right.
and Kobe was right. Shaq did
yeah.
come in out
Kobe
of
was
shape.
right. Yeah,
He was out of shape. He was lazy.
He
What you mean?
was.
yeah.
They said
But
Shaq was like 340 when he came in oh 03,
Yeah,
oh
bro.
04 in the
yeah.
season.
So
That's
so
what we
so
missed. We miss
can we
people
get
that
back?
tell you like it is.
Can we get back to this that topic though? Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
start like no disrespect to you, bro. You what you saying? You right about it. I just for me personally, bro, I'm not gonna be early giving these guys praises. Like you remember how we used to do back in the day. We gotta keep this. We gotta keep. We gotta stand on business with these guys, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, y'all gotta put in more work, man, before y'all start being
Back.
compared to anybody, any era, anything, bro. These guys not putting in no work, man.
Hey, I'm liking they calling him Anthony Edwards Randy Orton online, the legend killer.
Hell yeah. He is.
Let him eliminate. Let Golden State get in the next round. Let Minnesota win that series, man. There's gonna be some conversations. People gonna
No,
start
I ain't gonna cap, but I think I got Steph. I got Minnesota. I mean, if they
Golden
play
State in that
Minnesota,
series.
yeah, I got
Yeah,
Golden State. Yeah, I got
yeah. I
Golden
got
State.
Golden State in that series too. I ain't gonna hold
I
you.
low key
That
want them to
series
go
gonna
to the
be
finals.
hilarious with
That
Draymond and Rudy. That shit's gonna be hilarious, bro.
yeah. Golden State better not play. They better close them out. They better close them out.
They're gonna end it tonight. Steph Curry probably gonna drop 40 tonight. They're gonna end that shit tonight.
I
But
hope so.
I'm telling y'all, man, this shit what they're doing to Luka Doncic, bro. I hope Luka leaves LA, man. How y'all feel about that, bro? Because if I'm Luka, I don't want no parts of that shit, man. Because these motherfuckers, they're gonna everything that happens, they're gonna blame on him.
He needs to
That's
come back
facts.
home
Take
to
it.
me.
As long as
Come back to
LeBron is
my
there, they're
city,
gonna
Dallas.
blame everything on him, bro.
He needs to come back home.
Ticket.
Ticket. We all still fucking saying fire Nico Harrison. It's still
Hey,
fire
ticket.
Nico Harrison in Fort Worth.
Nah,
I,
because
ju- I just I
Nico might have been right though, bro. Because let me tell you why. If you pay Luka that money, you ain't gonna be able to get nobody else. It's gonna be all
Exactly.
dependent
yeah.
on him.
Oh, look,
Yeah,
Single
yeah,
cap.
yeah,
Nico
I
was
agree.
right.
You pay
Yeah,
Nico was
Luka
right.
300 something. You pay Luka 300 something million. It's gonna be Luka and the goddamn on pips.
I
Straight
think
like
yeah,
that.
Nico got a plan to go after Giannis or KD this summer. I think
Nah, his plan is to go out. Their plan is to go out to LeBron. I've been told y'all this.
man, fuck that.
Dallas,
I
that
don't
would
want
be
that.
interesting.
I
That
told
would
I
you.
be
live in
interesting
Dallas.
as
I've been
fuck.
already told y'all what they're trying to do. But like I
I
said, you
live
got
in Dallas.
like
I don't want
these
that, bro.
dudes, man. Bro, these dudes jackstrap sniffers, man. I don't respect them cats, man. Like I said
Man,
before,
fuck LeBron.
it's funny to me
Fuck
how all of
LeBron.
a sudden the media is blaming Luca when they was just saying, "Oh yeah,
Glorifying
they're
him.
better. They're better without AD with Luca and LeBron."
Ti- Ticket. I
But let
just
me
came
ask you
off
that
of
kind of question.
Fox Sports Radio channel, and bro, the Antonio Daniels was up there. I think it was with Rob Parker, and he was talking about how it's not LeBron. He's 40. How can you blame him? This is all about Luca. And I'm like, bro, he been 40 this whole time. He was 40 when everybody picked him.
Hey, shout out to Greg
He was
Popovich.
40 then. So
He just stepped down as the coach of the Spurs. Shout out to Pop. He gonna be the president of the team from now on because his health issues. So shout out to Pop.
Don't let them get KD.
Greg Pops,
Yo,
respect, bro. He gets my respect.
Yeah.
let me ask you a question. I want
Yeah.
to ask
Hold
you
on,
a
let me let
question.
my boy Mass up here. Because this shit need to be talked about. This needs
Salute,
to be
Mr.
studied.
Miles.
This need to be studied. Bro, the media, 2 weeks ago, I have them on tape. All the media was picking the Lakers to go to the finals. They were all saying, hey, man, Luka is better with LeBron than AD. AD's out here crying, don't want to play the center, all this other shit, right? They acted like they didn't need a center. They thought the small ball was a great thing. They get exposed, and now all of a sudden they're crying like a bunch of back alley bitches because of the situation with Luka Doncic. These guys are disgusting. The media is. I'm looking at Jay Williams talk about something. Luka's got a body of a 40-year-old. Motherfucker, you ain't, bro. I ain't even gonna. This shit is disgusting.
You're not gonna be successful in this league without a great rim protector.
Him and Jokic got a body of a 40-year-old, killing all these dudes who's in shape. Make it make sense. Luka doesn't play defense. Most of the league doesn't fucking play defense. They're giving up 125, 30 points a game during the regular season, bro.
You don't have to be physically, apart to win championships or even go to the finals nowadays, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The league is soft. These guys not playing no defense, no two sides of the court, bro.
Nope.
I got a question though. Why is it that this LeBron gets ranked ahead of everybody when he has all these other flaws? He's bulletproof. He keeps losing. He keeps playing with top 75, top 3, top 5. Anthony Davis was first team all defense, second team all NBA, which would probably make him a top 5 player. He was playing with him losing. Then he gets the guy that went to the finals with just Kyrie and some role players. He loses there. He's still bulletproof. He's still in the conversation. They ranking him ahead of Tim Duncan and guys that you didn't have. I'm trying to understand, what does he bring that warrants him to be ahead of guys like that?
Longevity. Clutch media sports, bro. That's what warrants it.
They making money.
Clutch media pushing all those narratives, bro.
I'm gonna tell everybody over here something. Y'all gonna get real basketball talk over here. You're not gonna get that preppy ass, uppity ass, capping ass, I want to be working for the man ass talk over here like I want to be on ESPN. The hell with that. I'm going to give y'all this shit raw over here. F JJ Redick, F LeBron James. JJ Redick is full of shit. He's a sorry ass coach that got out coached, that they'll have no place in basketball. He had zero experience, and these dudes out here jackstrap, booty hole sniffing for a dude who had no experience and went and got the job, and they're making excuses when they gave Darvin Ham. Now, when Darvin Ham went to the Western Conference Finals in year 1, made the playoffs in year 2. JJ Redick, the only thing he did was improve from 3 games from last season. And these motherfuckers, he got Luka Doncic on the team. These motherfuckers jumping out the side of their socks, acting like he's some all-world, all-level coach. Get the F out of here, bro. He had more help than what Darvin Ham had on the roster last year, and these dudes out here making excuses. They're the same dudes who, when they made the Luka trade, oh, man, it's over with, bro. We're going everywhere. We got Vandy Candy, baby. Vanderbilt, absolute ass, man. Just fake-ass defensive stopper, exposed. Austin Reeves, exposed. Gabe Vincent, they don't even know how to use Gabe Vincent.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Gabe Vincent done been to the NBA Finals with the Miami Heat. Now all of a sudden he can't get no minutes in Game 4 in the second half. Not 2 minutes to spell anybody.
Technically, Luka led them in scoring throughout the playoffs. I don't understand.
He averaged 30. Hold on.
Like,
think about this. Whenever LeBron averaged 30, bro, he never got criticism. Luka Doncic averaged 37 and 7, I believe. And this dude is still out here, and they talking about, oh, he ain't in shape, man. He's a good player. I said, good player. That motherfucker with Rob Parker, that whiskey biscuit head son of a snitch, set up there talking about he's a good player. Motherfucker, he's a great player. First team all NBA last, 5-6 years?
5 straight years.
Out, bro. Y'all these dudes is clowns, man. Like I said before, bro, I have zero respect for the media. This is what they do to you. If I'm advising Luka Doncic, if LeBron James does not leave LA, I'm leaving.
Luka already said he wanted to stay in LA. He already said he wanted to stay.
Yeah, he's staying in LA ticket.
Who said that?
Luka.
Oh, so I'm saying no. I'm saying, listen, after listening to the media.
Oh, okay.
Who wants to deal with this shit every day?
I know I wouldn't want to deal with that bullshit.
They're gonna be that's their go-to excuse now. They talked about Nico like a dog, but now they're using Nico's talking points to cap for LeBron James. You got to pick a side. Nico's the idiot and he doesn't know what the hell he's doing, or Nico was right. Period.
He's gonna be the next Westbrook. That's what's about to happen.
You got 2 of the biggest crybabies in the league on the same team, bro. That shit was destined for failure, bro. I'm a Laker fan. The second we got Luka, I was like, this shit ain't gonna work.
Luka gonna come back in a better shape next year. He gonna
They've
learn
been
from.
saying that forever, bro.
No. He's playing with LeBron. He gonna learn from
Bro,
LeBron. How
y'all
to
talking about better shape. Listen, to me, it's not even his shape, bro. To me,
it's
it's
conditioning.
just that
It's
you got to
conditioning.
take serious. No, it's not even that. You got to take, bro. The man is still out here dropping 30 or every night, 35, 40. It
Yeah,
ain't that, bro. It's
but
that
he don't
it's
last.
effort. No,
He
but
get
it's
tired in the
effort.
fourth quarter.
It's
He get tired.
you're not. No, he's getting buckets in the fourth quarter most of the time. It's
Yep.
effort defensively,
He
bro.
can't.
Luca
Yeah.
just don't want to play defense. That's all there is to it,
Don't.
bro. But here's the thing: why are we blaming Luka Doncic when LeBron James is the one who brought in JJ Jackass, fake ass genius? Hold on one second, y'all. Mass, what you got on this, man? I'm gonna let you cook. The whole media. Have you noticed this, Mass? They're all blaming Luka now.
Yeah, that's the well. First and foremost, man, salute to Ticket
Salute, bro.
and everybody else, man.
Hey, Max, we're doing real talking. We ain't gonna do that fake ass panel shit where motherfuckers
Absolutely.
is out here giving these jackass opinion. No, we're gonna tell the goddamn truth over here. The JJ Redick is full of shit. LeBron James has ruined the Lakers, and if I'm Luka Doncic, man, I'll leave.
Well, if I'm well. First and foremost, is that my mic?
You good, good.
If I'm Luka, bro, I gotta wait and see what LeBron does first. I'm not signing no new deal. I'm putting pressure on the Lakers. I'm gonna tell them if he signs, then I'm out of here. But let's get to the nuts and butts, though, bro. All these pundits on TV, all these so-called NBA analysts, they picked the Lakers in 5 games, and part of them picking the Lakers was because of Luka, right? And now they're playing Monday morning quarterback, and they're bringing out all of Luka's flaws. Like, they're not talking about the meltdowns in the fourth quarters. They're not talking about LeBron James being in Luka's way offensively. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, does Luka not play defense? I mean, we knew that, right? And so it's funny how they're using all these things now after the Lakers got smoked. JJ Redick was everything in a bag of chips. Him and LeBron James on that podcast, they talking about flipping plays and they drinking wine, and they seemed like they were the 2 smartest dudes in the room. But when they faced a team that presented tough matchups in tough moments, I didn't see no adjustments. I didn't see no flipping plays. I didn't see LeBron James high basketball IQ, right? Go look at that play, Ticket, when Ant-Man hits 2 free throws and they're down by 3 in game 4. What the hell is LeBron James doing on the same side of the floor as Luka Doncic down by 3? He's in his way, right? You got Luka, Austin, and LeBron all bunched up in the corner and shit, bro. It's just pathetic, right? And so this is why I can't respect these new age hypocritical TV personnel, right? Get up, first things first. You know what I'm saying? First take. Like, you're blaming Luka Doncic? Are you kidding me? This is crazy, bro. And so, but listen, man, we know what the game plan is. We know what the playbook is. When he loses, the goal is to put it on everybody else.
And Matt, but here's the thing. I want you to answer this.
All right.
They're blaming him, and he was just in the finals last year with Kyrie.
Well, Ticket, I mean, it can never be LeBron's fault. I mean, listen, I mean, didn't Luka average more points, more rebounds, more assists? I mean, if LeBron James does that, then he gets all the credit. But you're right. He was just in the finals with Kyrie Irving. But listen, here's the thing, though, that they're not talking about, right? Kyrie Irving can play on and off the basketball. He's not inside of Luka's way. And I haven't really heard nobody really talk about this yet. LeBron James is literally in this dude's way on the basketball court. And that's why you saw a different product with Kyrie compared to Luka. Even when Kyrie wasn't scoring the basketball at a high clip, he was still playmaking. He was still running off screens, making the defense react, and having the defense play a certain way. Go watch LeBron James when Luka's trying to facilitate or dictate. He's just standing and watching. I call that being in my way. You're not moving. You're not doing nothing. And again, yeah, I mean, they're going to blame Luka, bro. I mean, because he's a scapegoat, right? He came. He's out of shape. You feel me? And so it's just, I mean, it's the same playbook every single year. I ain't shocked by it. And that's why I really can't get mad at it, because I already know what these dudes do. It is what it is, man. Like, we're not going to change how they view basketball. We're not going to change how they try to change the narrative, push an agenda, and try to put this whole meal on one person. Nah, this is on LeBron James and JJ Redick, bro. LeBron James brought JJ there. And here's the thing, too. Like, I've heard you talk about this before, but I kind of disagree a little bit. I think LeBron James has something to do with AD trade, bro.
Nah,
I
he
just
don't.
do. I
He
mean,
don't.
I
He
know
got
you.
caught. He got caught blind, and he's still upset about it
I
because
know. I know
they
you.
knew. Listen, they
Yeah.
knew they could not pull off because listen, he even said that in the post game. He was like, "Yeah, they traded my dog AD a week after he said that." Da, 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 da. Listen,
I
LeBron
heard that.
James is still he's throwing shots at the organization. He's still upset because he wants control of everything. He wants to be in the loop of everything. Everybody believes he was
Uh-huh.
behind that, but this was the first time he was kept out of the loop on something.
But
They
that's
did,
bullshit, Ticket, because Rich Paul came out and said he knew
bro.
2
Rich
days
Paul did
before.
not. No, listen, you're not listening.
Mm.
You're not listening. You're not listening to what I'm saying to you. You don't understand what I'm saying to you, dog. Rich Paul is a habitual liar, nigga. Them niggas trying to save face.
Yeah.
LeBron James don't want people to know that hey, he don't want you to think that his end
Yeah.
is coming. That's why when the sidekick talk came up, what did Brian Windhorst and them do go on TV and do the next day? Oh, Brian ain't no sidekick. What do you mean? What do you mean he's a Robin? He's not no Robin. Remember when they was talking about him being a Robin? The
Yep.
first thing he did was come out there, hey man, you're disrespecting LeBron, calling him a Robin. Bro, that dude don't never want to be seen as being out of the loop. He never want to be seen as being second fiddle, bro. He's embarrassed by that shit, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something again. And I told you guys this. LeBron James is not going back to the Lakers. I've been told y'all. Somebody said a report just came out and said LeBron may not go back to the Lakers. I've been telling them this all season, Mr. Mass. But these clowns didn't listen to me. I told them this from the mask. Have I not
I
been saying
hope he
this?
leave the
Nah,
Lakers. Get him out of LA, bro. I
I heard
hope
you
so,
say it
bro.
a while ago, Ticket. Yeah,
A
you said it,
while
bro.
back, I
Yeah,
told him,
you
I
said
said,
it.
bro, that fool going to the Dallas Mavs. Remember, I told him when the Luka trade went down. Remember?
Right.
Everybody was getting mad at me, and I said, bro, LeBron James going to end up going to Dallas. I'm telling
Let me
y'all
say
this.
this real quick, just real quick, bro. Y'all see how I'm not even like worried about this shit, bro? Because I had Minnesota winning the series because I know basketball, I know the intangibles, I know the attributes, I know the check boxes that the T-Wolves had over this Lakers team. I knew the front line would be a problem. I knew Minnesota's physicality would be a problem. I knew their bench scoring would be a problem. I knew the three-point shooting would be a problem. And I know that JJ doesn't make any adjustments. And I know that the Lakers offense is predictable, right? It's at the top of the key. Listen, bro, I just heard LeBron James on a podcast with Steve Nash, like a little clip, talking about him and Luka pocket passing. He's playing 4-on-3, 3-on-2. The defense has to react, and it's going to be easy. Like, I didn't see LeBron James set any screens for Luka. I didn't see Luka set any screens for LeBron James. I didn't see nothing that LeBron James and Steve Nash talked about. And LeBron James was talking specifically about him and Luka on the court and what they would do versus defenses, right? High pick and rolls, short pocket passes, playing downhill, space out corner shooters, make the center react. We didn't see any of that, bro. This dude is full of shit. All he do is talk. He don't back up nothing that he says, man. Nothing. And for all these people who are now, you know what I'm saying it's funny how people are now mentioning the flaws of the Lakers and trying to highlight the advantages for the T-Wolves when you knew this going into the series. Like, y'all don't know basketball? Like, y'all didn't know Minnesota had a big front line? Y'all didn't know that Minnesota was the third. Hold on, bro. They didn't know that Minnesota was the third or fourth best three-point shooting team in the league. Like, y'all didn't know that Naj Reid is a stretch forward who plays bully ball. Like, y'all wasn't watching Julius Randle the last month of the season, killing, right? Jump shot efficient, getting downhill, free throw shooting, defending. Like, y'all didn't know all this? Like, y'all didn't know that Jackson Hayes was going to be unplayable and the Lakers' tallest player was going to be Rui Hachimura?
No,
who
he
came out and said,
that's not true. Jackson Hayes was playable. Go watch B-ball breakdown. They showed it. This JJ asshole didn't use them too much.
Didn't use them right.
Let me
Yeah,
rephrase that real
bro.
quick.
Bro, Max, you need to go look at that breakdown on B-ball. What you call it? They broke down the video.
Nah, you're right. No. You're right. No. Hold on.
Hold on.
I
When you
misspoke.
have a big dude like Rudy Gobert getting all the rebounds, bro, you have to match with him, bro.
No,
At least
listen, I misspoke. He can play. He can.
That's
listen.
crazy, Max. You got to have a guy that at least can box out.
Yeah, Jackson Hayes can play in
Jackson Hayes would have
stretches.
did. Guess what Jackson Hayes does do, even though he's a effing idiot. He'll set hard.
Well, he gets in the way.
Roll hard.
It's what you need.
He's a live option at the rim, and he's going to run the court like a gazelle. That's what he's going to do. He's going to give you all the energy and
I
effort.
agree with that.
Feet tall. Bro, you don't even have him in the game. Listen, man, you're going through the first quarter as a coach. Okay, Rudy's doing his thing. You're going through the second quarter as a coach. Damn, Rudy's starting to kill. You get through the third quarter. Damn, Rudy's murdering me. Nobody else is killing you except for Rudy.
Right.
You don't adjust to that. You don't say, okay, I need to go put in a big man.
Nah.
What does he do? He goes smaller. They all killed Darvin Ham. for playing small. Oh, you played too small. But now you praise JJ Redick and gave him a pass.
Well, not only did he play small,
he tried to. He thought he was going to exploit Rudy Gobert defensively.
Yeah, you're right.
Small. It backfired, and JJ Redick is such a narcissist. He told the media before the game he wasn't going to play.
Yeah, I heard that.
Stood by his fucking word, didn't play. He's sad, bro. That's a
well.
sad.
Not only did he go small, not only did he go small and bring in Maxi Kleber. Why would you not play Dalton Connect, bro? Like, I don't understand this. Like, I think
I don't get that either, bro. I don't get that either. That's LeBron. Yeah, that was LeBron.
Yeah, I think he can shoot. I think he can stretch it out because he can give you way more than what Maxi Kleber can give you in that moment. And I misspoke. I said, Jackson Hayes was unplayable. Ticket made a good point. You know what I'm saying? Even if he has a low IQ and he makes some mistakes, like, he'll at least get in the way of Rudy, if anything else.
He's going to box out.
Listen to this stat.
Listen
to this stat, fellas. This is alarming as fuck. Game 4, Jackson plays 4 minutes and got 3 rebounds. Luka Doncic played 46 minutes, got 1 rebound. Rui Hachimura played 41 minutes and got 5 rebounds. Jackson Hayes got 3 rebounds in 4 minutes, and you ain't play him the whole game. You took him out and didn't play him the whole rest of the game, bro. At least, like y'all just said, at least he would have been able to bang with Rudy down low, maybe neutralize him a little bit. I'm not the biggest Rudy Gobert fan, but I knew Rudy was going to dominate this series.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, Ron.
Listen, JJ Redick's a fucking idiot, yo.
Thank you, bro.
JJ Redick's a fucking idiot. Listen, he's 7'3", and you put a dude 6'7" on to guard him. A dude who's one of our best three-point shooters, you delegated him to battle Rui all night. This is why Dorian Finney-Smith fouled out. You feel me? Like, you put a dude, you was better off, if you wasn't going to start Jackson Hayes, you should have started Vanderwall. But you started Dorian, and then you bring a dude in who ain't played since December. And you gave him more burn than Jackson Hayes. And Jackson Hayes has been effective. No sense. Listen, we know one thing. We know Jackson Hayes. We know he's getting foul trouble. But he has been effective at some points with us. And for you not to give him a DMP and then give Maxi Kleber time, and like you said, Max, you don't give Dalton Connect not a minute. I mean, and Dalton Connect, he's just as bad a defender as Austin Reeves. So if you was going to give Austin Reeves out there and you seen he wasn't scoring, why not give a young boy a shot?
That's a fact.
Why not come out of a timeout, run a couple pin downs, let him run off some screens, and see if he can let one go? And see if he can hit a 3 and get his confidence. People keep talking about, and I hate this because everybody like, oh, well, Darvin Ham said he made it to the Western Conference Finals in spite of not coaching. I said, bro, do you understand when you have a talent like LeBron and AD, you don't really coach. They are the system. You let them, you ride their talent. So for him to say that, it's like, yo, y'all not really getting what he's saying. And then y'all going to tell me, oh, well, he was in the play-in with Darvin Ham when we made the Western Conference Finals. I say, yo, y'all do realize we was only 1 game away from the play-in this year, and we won 50 games. I said, Darvin Ham won 47. JJ Redick won 50. I said, and guess what? There was a 1-game difference between us and the fucking play-in. So don't give me this. JJ did such a great job. Right, that JJ did such a great job. He outcoached Darvin Ham. JJ Redick is a fucking arrogant, pompous, a condescending prick. And we all just found out he got exposed, and I don't know where the Lakers go from here because, like I said, that's elementary. You play basketball, Matt. You watch this. We do this, bro.
Right.
When have you ever seen somebody 6'7"? The only person I ever seen 6'7" guard a big man was Ben Wallace. And that man ain't no Ben Green. Feel me? So that was just stupid. That let me know JJ had threw the towel in already.
Yeah. Hey, Ronton. Where was this creativity on offense, bro? I mean, it's funny how we watched those 2 clowns on that podcast talk about flipping plays and different sets and trying to use big terminology words that we all know, DHOs, dribble handoffs, trying to sound smart. But where was the innovative and the creativity in the offense? It was basically at the top of the key, isolation, space out, and nothing else. Like that's going to work versus a very sounded defensive team like Minnesota. And just real quick too, Ronton, all I'm hearing is that the Lakers were incomplete. They didn't have enough size. But these same pundits on TV, y'all not advocating for Steph Curry to get a big man. He ain't got no big man. And I mean, so the hypocrisy, bro. Steph Curry ain't complaining. He's not complaining. His big man is Kevon Looney, who fucking barely plays. Excuse my language. So isn't it funny how they want the Lakers to be
The
complete?
hypocrisy is crazy, bro. You ain't lying.
Bro, it's like the
Hey, they
stars have
could.
to align. You can't make this up, bro. It's like this dude can't win unless everything lines up. He don't want no adversity. And when Charles Barkley said this dude don't want to compete, he want all the best players on his team, he wasn't lying, bro. Like, where's the will to compete? Like, where's the will to test my greatness? Listen, why can't I overcome adversity? I need all the best players. I need a above average center to win. Steph Curry ain't never had that, bro. And he ain't never made no goddamn excuse. And the media ain't made no excuse for him, right? So, I mean, this is crazy, bro. I mean, where's the creativity on offense? You feel me? Where's the adjustments on defense? JJ Redick,
It's
you
just
send it
a
with your
whole bunch of
you come out.
LeBron and Luka being ball dominant. No, there's no off ball screens. There's no creativity. It's
This
just
man came out
LeBron,
and
Luka pick and roll and hope they make the shot or make the right decision.
that's a
That's it.
fact, bro. This man
That's
came
it.
out last year and killed Doc Rivers and said Doc had no accountability, went on live TV and basically killed his name assassination, this dude. And now you see JJ Redick coming full circle, bro, and you in the same position. You have
Hey,
zero
Italian and
accountability.
Laguna,
They
you
could.
ain't lying. Dennis Rodman would have been in LeBron ass. LeBron would have hated Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman would have had that man locked up. He won't let him out. He won't
Hey,
let him out.
the reason they couldn't play Connect is because if Connect go in there and have any success, I ain't even talking about 20 points. If he go in there and have 5, that's gonna make Bronny look bad because Bronny can't even get in the game.
Exactly. That's exactly
You know
why
what I
You
you
think?
are
know,
No,
who
no,
so
you
no.
JJ
I
so
are.
think
it's
Redick
what I think
it's
happened with
started.
Connect.
politics.
You know what I think happened with Connect? I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I think when Connect
He
started
lost his
playing so
company.
well, JJ had to make a decision. What do I mean by that? When I say JJ had to make a decision between him and
Reeves.
Reeves,
Bronny
because
Brick.
they paid Reeves. No, listen, they played Reeves. I mean, they paid Reeves. So you can't have this other guy just coming up. So what they did was he didn't want that. He didn't want to deal with that controversy and put Reeves in a bad situation where everybody's asking, "Hey man, play Dalton." So they tried to offset Dalton and get his ass out of there midway through the season with that package. They're going to try to trade Dalton again this offseason. JJ
Yeah.
Redick don't want that issue. And here's the thing. I'll be honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Dalton's the type of dude I still want on my roster with his
Yep.
shooting. His size and his shooting, I would still want him on my roster. But JJ dropped the ball, being such a jackass and sticking to his guns. He didn't even get a guy a shot to see if he could knock down a couple of shots or to see what he had in that position in the playoffs. He didn't even give him a shot.
It's a fact, man. That's a fact.
Man,
And that's the quickest way to kill a
Reeves
young
in a
man.
bad position anytime he on defense. Reeves in a bad
Well,
position anytime he on defense. He a
the Lakers team,
liability.
bro. The Lakers team is on the bad position. They don't play defense, bro. They don't play defense. The whole team doesn't play defense. And Dalton Connect, I feel bad for that guy, bro, because this just shows you the business side of basketball, bro. I didn't seen it. I didn't been around it. A dude can play well, and then the next 2 games he get DMPs, bro, with no explanation from nobody. It's sad, bro.
Here I go.
Hey,
Here I
it's
go.
sad, man.
Here I go. Hey, James, what you think? They trying to put all the blame on
Salute,
Luka Doncic
James.
on TV now. They saying that it's Luka's fault. He out of shape. This nigga was just in the finals last year with Kyrie. Now they're all saying it's Luka's fault. Sports T, what's up, baby? Y'all go subscribe to my girl Sports T in the building.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, how you gonna blame that dude? That's why I told you send me the link early. Because they was like trying to pounce on Luka because of the defense. Bro, them dudes be playing 4-on-5 a lot of times, bro. And guess who be the odd man out? So how y'all gonna keep? At least Luka was showing effort. He was trying to commit on the defensive side. But if he got to carry the load because he carrying the goddamn role player, what the hell, man? Y'all want everybody to say this nigga, he don't want to do nothing for himself, show up in the full quarter, help the man out or nothing. Now y'all trying to keep blaming Luka. I told y'all, bro, it's a bad sign, bro. Nobody don't like playing with this dude for some reason, but they be forced to go over there and they look at that money. And so, like I said, man, how much money do you need, man?
James, but
Nobody
why
be
this nigga
selling my
James?
show.
Why JJ ain't used the bench? What you call a bench
I
to the
said
NBA
that
Finals
too.
before? The old boy been to the finals before with the Miami Heat. Then you
I
got
said that
daggone
too, though.
Vanderbilt. He
What
got
happened to
signed.
Dog Connect? Dog Connect was balling, man. You couldn't tell me you couldn't use that 3-point shooting that he showed at this play in the first half of the season. That's just rookie coaching mistakes, bad coaching. How can you play your starters the whole second half without one substitution, bro? That's why he walked out on that man when he asked that question. See, I'm happy. I'm salute to that brother whoever that guy was that asked real questions, man. What you was thinking? Now you want to get out of your field and storm off the
He
post
wasn't
game.
thinking.
So I'm just like, man, you put your own self in these type like detriments and trick bags, and you think because y'all on this mind the game and all this, y'all know what y'all talking about. First of all, JJ, you was an offensive poo-poo. You feel me? You had a nice little stroke here and there, but you, that's why you've been on so many teams. Ain't nobody about to keep trading you the way they traded you if you was that deadly and a sniper like that, bro. You've been on 40 teams, man. Stop it. So at the end of the day, you don't know nothing about no defense. That's why you hired Nick McMillan and Scott Brooks over there to try to. But them dudes don't look like they must have no say so. I
Nah, they
know this
wasn't.
one.
Hey
I
No,
James,
know this
this
no.
one.
Notice those were all former head. Notice those were all former head coaches. That let you know that JJ don't know shit. He like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bicycle that need a training wheels. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't know what the hell to do, man.
yo,
But
man,
I ain't
niggas.
gonna
I
lie
mean,
to
that
you.
guy.
Them not playing a big man, bro. Let you know this nigga don't know how to coach. Bro, you gotta play
For
some form
real,
of big
bro.
man.
Especially
When
in
you
today's league, bro. You need a big man. You need that rim protector and that guy who's gonna gobble up rebounds. You need that. You're not gonna be successful without it.
then you gotta think about this. That's 5, 6 fouls you could throw out there. Rudy Poe at free throws. Man, what your adjustments in your strategy? Man, this nigga was shit water all around the board, man. This nigga can't coach,
Ant
bro.
went, think about it. Ant
This
went
nigga
0 for
trash.
11 from 3 in game 5. You let Rudy Gobert beat y'all and eliminate
But
y'all.
hold up. Let me keep it real with you. I I almost fought Mike Finch for this because once you see how they playing you, that would have been like they did Shaq in the finals. But y'all
Mhm.
shitting on them when they made the adjustments. They can't stop it. If Rudy Gobert gonna be the MVP, I'm saving Ant-Man legs. He gonna play both sides of the ball. So you just lock up and we gonna feed Rudy tonight. Rudy gonna be
Right.
27 and 25 every fucking game in this series because they can't stop the lie but stop this man. You saw how
But
easy it was
James,
for them to get in that
James,
paint?
that happened.
The
James, that happened because JJ went small. He left the all under basket wide open because he wanted to go small because he
the
thought that he was going to exploit Rudy on the perimeter. It didn't work. So when you go
That
into the third
backfire
quarter,
you.
James, when you in the third quarter,
the
all the Minnesota Timberwolves players are missing shots. Everybody playing bad. The only dude that's killing you is Rudy Gobert, bro. You got to change you got to shift your
Make an
game plan.
adjustment.
Yeah, you got to make that adjustment. I got to get a big out here. This dude got 20-some rebounds already. Man, this dude is a fucking clown. And they let
For
him get
real.
away with this shit.
For real.
Now you going to blame Luka? Now these motherfuckers out here talking about, oh, it's Luka's fault. Luka's out of shape. That motherfucker was just in the finals last year, bro. Cut the cap, man. Y'all
Not
niggas
just that.
all
the
the
He
wor-
the
defensive
only
the
one
players.
worst thing.
showed up in majority of the 4 quarters. He the only one. He the lead scorer on the team. He putting up damn the same better numbers than LeBron. What he 38-9 or 38-8 or something? Man, come on, bro. The dude can't
The
do
best
everything.
thing.
So I'm just saying, why y'all want to blame him? He wanted him, but
The worst thing about what Rudy did to them in that elimination game is that he did all that without no plays being ran for him. That was all
Exactly.
hustle,
Yep.
catching rebounds and
Second
putting it
team
back.
points.
And
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? And you got a head coach over there that's doing what we doing, watching the game.
Hey
He just
James. Hey
evidently
James.
he just watching because you ain't doing nothing to stop this man. I mean,
That's a fact.
you
I
saying
get what
bad
y'all
time
saying about
adjustment.
you could have put Jackson Hayes in because he bigger, but we just talked about Rodman. Rodman wasn't big enough to take on Shaq, but what did he do to Shaq? So it ain't
Neutralized
about the
them.
size.
He
Yeah, it
neutralized
ain't
them.
about the size. It's about what's in that chest. And
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can we call a
JJ got
spade a
a
spade, bro?
damn
Can we call a
absolutely
spade a spade, fellas? Outside of game
go
one and the
for it.
blowout, the Lakers' two best players just didn't close as well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I
Absolutely.
gotta I gotta shine the light on that because that's when your star players superstars do super things and super moments. And LeBron and Luka in the fourth quarter, the Lakers shot 29% for the series in the fourth quarter. It's the worst shooting percentage in NBA history. And the two
Yep.
best players on the Lakers, James, just didn't show up, bro. Anthony
That's
Edwards
facts.
and all these guys outplayed these dudes in winning time. And listen, as bad as JJ was, as bad as the Lakers defense was, they had a chance to win most of these games, and the two best players just didn't rise to the occasion, bro. And
Can
this
I
has
say,
been an ongoing thing for LeBron James for the past 2 or 3 years. He hasn't been showing up when you need him the most, bro. Let's call a spade a spade.
How about
let me
Hey,
say,
the
bro, I ain't
last
gonna lie.
5
This
of
been going
7
on since
years?
let me say
2011.
something real quick. Let me say something real quick,
Real
right?
shit.
Just to piggyback
This
off of
been
that,
going
right?
on since
They,
2011, man. Let's keep it a thou wow.
they said we had 3 closers, right? Everybody know Luka was out of shape, as they said. LeBron played half of the set. He didn't have no killer instinct. And I'm going to tell you what did it, bro. I listened to my man, Jeff Teague, and he said something a couple days ago. He said, boy, y'all crazy as fuck. LeBron James checked out. He said, man, I done played that nigga all my life. And then he started showing us
I seen
how this
that.
dude take
I seen
step
that
back
too.
three, hit the side of the
Yeah,
backboard,
T.
blow a. He said, trust me, y'all, LeBron is not trying to get on that plane and go back to Minnesota, y'all. He said, I know this for a
T.
fact. And I'm sitting there. But then listen, he comes out, right? They might have a problem with Luka. They're gonna have to make a decision this year. This summer, they're gonna have to make a decision. Because LeBron violated. Because after all that shit, you know you helped get the boy AD traded, and then you're gonna get in the press conference and they ask you, well, what do you think? Well, AD said he needed a center and they traded him next week, so I'm not saying nothing. I'm like, you bitch ass nigga. I'm like, so now you just about to throw this whole series on Luka when Luka, in fact, like Ticket said, went to the finals last year with less talent, bro. I mean, I love Kyrie, but anybody would say, yo, AD a better player than Kyrie right now at this
Nah,
point.
hold on, Ron Tom, bro. Luka had more
Hey,
talent last year. Come on,
No,
bro. He had more
hold on.
talent last year.
Listen,
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie,
listen.
bro. Go ahead.
yeah,
I
Talk
he
gotta
that
go. He
rebut.
y'all
go.
be
I
hype, bro.
gotta
Do you
rebut
see?
that, bro. He had
Listen,
more
hold
All
on,
right,
talent.
go ahead, man. So I'm gonna go after
hold on,
you
man,
because this
hold on.
some bullshit. I'm telling you,
Hold on,
some
but do you
bullshit.
see?
Go
Listen,
ahead,
but
Ron
do you
Tom.
see, Mass? Just this quick, Mass. You see
All right.
how Luka went from being his favorite player, I always wanted to play with him, to now, oh, well, AD asked for a big man and they traded him, so I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah.
That was whole shit. You know that, Ryan Tyne. I'm glad you called that out.
Yeah, we heard that, man. But hold on though, because you said something that caught my ear.
What's that?
Luka did not go to the finals last year with less talent, bro.
No,
Luka
well,
had
I
more
shouldn't
talent
say no.
last year,
Listen,
bro,
I
than
think
this
Dallas
team
was a better
has.
team. You're right.
Right.
But I'm just talking
That's
about
not an
as his
excuse though,
Robin.
Ronton. I
And
mean,
no,
yeah,
listen, as
that's no
his
excuse.
Robin, his number 2 wasn't as good as the Lakers' number 2. Let's just say,
Yes, he
right?
was. Yes,
I
he
don't
is.
think.
Yes, he
Listen,
is.
right now, I don't think Kyrie's a better player than Anthony Davis.
Yes,
But
he is,
that's not the
bro.
conversation,
Yes,
man.
he is.
No,
Can I tell
bro,
you
that's
why,
not.
Ronton? Please, just real
No,
quick.
go ahead. Yeah, absolutely.
Because fit wise, Kyrie fits better with Luka because he can play off the ball, bro. He's not in Luka's way. You feel me? Go watch Kyrie last year with the Dallas Mavericks and watch him off the ball. Even if Kyrie's having a bad shooting game, he can impact the game in other ways with his movement and his playmaking, and he's not standing in Luka's way. Like LeBron is in Luka's way, bro.
And
And
no,
so I
I
know
agree with
LeBron
that, man.
James. Hold on, bro. I listen just real quick. I know LeBron James is the more popular player, and people don't want to even fathom that Kyrie is a better fit with Luka. But bro, like I disagree with that, bro. Kyrie Irving with Luka Doncic is a better fit and a better player. It's just that simple, bro. It's
No,
just that
man.
simple.
You comparing the wrong two. I wasn't comparing him with LeBron. You
Who you
feel me?
comparing?
I was talking about the fact that LeBron had AD, right?
Yeah,
Luka had Kyrie. So I'm
yeah.
thinking LeBron running mate is a better player than Luka running mate at this point in time. You feel me? So I'm comparing AD and LeBron, and I'm saying, well, damn, this dude just made it to the finals with Kyrie as a number 5 seed. You feel me? Actually, I
Yeah.
thought the trade should have been LeBron for Luka because him and AD fit perfectly together. You get what I'm saying? A rim running big man who gonna hide his deficiencies on defense. You feel
Nah,
me?
AD don't run the rim, bro. No. Luka
Listen.
needs Lively and Gafford types, bro. AD
Hey,
wants
yo,
to catch
Max.
it, face you
Hey,
up.
yo, Max. But think about
Yeah,
this. What was LeBron and Luka's most effective play? The pick and roll.
they
They
don't run the
couldn't be
pick and roll,
stopped.
bro. I mean, I've never seen it before, really.
No, they ran
What
the
you mean?
pick and roll whenever they got in trouble. And I always wondered why y'all
So
don't
why
run
didn't
this
they
the
run it
whole
in the
game.
postseason then?
Because they're fucking idiots. Because everybody's
Okay,
smarter
that's
than what
fair.
they think they is.
That's
You
fair.
feel me? Instead of just doing what works and not like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like that's in like come on, you got a nigga 6'11" now to go up and get it on a pick and roll. And he can stop and pick and pop.
Well, Ron Ton, you basically saying that
Hollywood.
you basically saying
Salute,
that
huh?
JJ Redick needs to get fired then for
Man,
having fans, man. Hey,
JJ Redick should have
Shit,
never been
everybody
hired,
else get
bro.
fired on their first offense. What makes him different? Just
Damn,
because
you
the
beat
role
me
player
to
hired him?
it.
Hey, well, hold on. Let me say,
That
Herb,
ain't
let me
it.
say this. Let me say this, Herb.
they fired. Hey, the Bucks fired Adrian Griffin after 50
Hey, yo,
games.
hey, yo,
That's
hold
what
on,
I'm
hold on.
saying,
Hey,
huh?
yo,
Fuck.
hold on, Herb.
Yeah,
Herb.
Steve Nash next.
Budenholzer, look, Budenholzer is a proven championship coach, and Phoenix fired him in 1 year. And he got a chip on his resume.
Shit, we got Adrian Griffin getting fired in a half a season. Shit,
And he was
JJ
30,
Redick
he
can
was
get
like
fired.
33-13 when he got fired. That's crazy.
Yeah, JJ
Yep.
Redick can get fired right now.
Listen, we just seen Mike Malone. We seen a championship coach within the last 3 years get fired 4 games before the season end, bro.
Hey, if I'm the Lakers though, I will go after Mike
Mike
Malone.
Budenholzer,
If I'm the Lakers, I'm going after Mike Malone.
he just got
Why
fired.
not? Yeah, why
Like,
not go after Mike Malone if you the
like that's
Lakers?
crazy. Like they get this dude a rite of passage.
What about
Like he
Frank
fired
Long?
Uh,
What that boy name? I mean, Frank Vogel.
another championship coach that got
yep,
fired. You
them
feel me?
two.
That
So
shit
you
is
mean to tell
baffling
me
to me, fellas. That's baffling to me. I've never in my life, I've been watching basketball for 25 years consistently. I've
can
never seen more championship head coaches like y'all just said. Malone just won the chip and he got fired right before the season. And then
hey,
and
yo,
then same
But
with
they was
Budenholzer.
gonna.
Budenholzer
Yep.
won a chip 2 years later, gone. Damn,
But see,
bro.
can I tell y'all
but that
something what we just seen
Yeah.
with JJ
Got
Redick?
got the finish job and gone after 1 year.
Hey yo, JJ Redick is a fucking AAU coach, bro. That was some AAU shit that he did out there
Nah,
trying to
he
put
No,
he
that's
ain't that
not
good.
even an AAU coach. Come on, Ron.
That's a
You giving him too
that's an
much credit.
insult.
That's not even
That's an
AAU, bro.
insult to AAU coaches.
Baron, Darvin Ham got y'all to the conference finals in his first year. So
I
how
agree
come?
with that. Hey,
So when you look at the JJ Redick aspect, he got out coached by Finch, man. Chris Finch out coached the
Yeah.
shit out of JJ. Coach circus
Oh
around
yeah,
JJ.
absolutely.
And Minnesota exploited every fucking deficiency that the Lakers had. Every game, it was a different deficiency that he exploited. Every game. And JJ
Rudy
Redick did not make
Alcindor.
one adjustment. And JJ Redick did not make one adjustment. Not one. And we sitting up
You
here
knew
looking
that.
at this
You
shit
knew
like,
that when he started game.
hey
You knew
man,
that when he started game the elimination game with the same 4-5 that ended the last game that they got whooped in.
I'm
You know,
gonna tell you,
LeBron.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Mr. Maz could have coached the Lakers into at least a game 7. Man, that's how terrible JJ Redick is. Mr. Maz will coach the Lakers into a game 7, but this motherfucker JJ Redick can't even get the Lakers more than one win. Get his ass up out of here, man. Get him gone. Hey, Maz, I gotta ask you a question, Maz. Cause you be around certain cats, Maz. You still here, Maz?
Yo, they
Yeah, he
said
can hear
Bron.
you at work.
Ah,
They
he at
said
work.
Bron. They said Bron is 2 for 12 in the last 14 playoffs.
Oh yeah. In his last 3
Yeah.
playoff series,
I mean, we
swept
know Braun
4-1,
shit, yo.
4-1.
We
That's
know what it is with Braun, man.
it's nasty work, man.
No, it ain't. That's good work. That let me know he's a role player. Like I tell everybody, the boy can't tie his own shoe. You seen him on Shaq in the Fool when he tried to tie his shoe? I'm telling you, boy can't think for himself. Everybody got his minions doing. That's why he got all his minions out here capping for him. You feel me? I'm telling you, it's just it's mind boggling, bro. Cause I'm not giving them no pass. Ant-Man came took your shit, bro. Point blank, period. You supposed to be switching plays since 8, nigga. Where that shit was.
Yeah, Ant-Man
Ain't
took
seen
his
none of
food,
that.
man. He took his food off
Ant-Man
his
came up
plate.
in your house, took a dump, ain't flushed the toilet.
I
Look like
mean,
that nigga shit out
I
some
think it go
bricks.
back. I think it go back to what Ticker
bro,
was
them
saying.
Peed
them
on
I
the
think it
boys,
go back.
toilet.
bro, them boys stomping
You
through
know what I'm
It
saying?
LA,
go
He
back.
bro.
can
It
see
go
the
back to what
violence and
Ticker was saying
everything.
Talking
before,
shit,
bro.
bro.
JJ is a sorry
Put
ass coach. How do you not make any adjustments, bro? How like
Yeah,
that
what
but
the
man
that
put
hell?
don't
his
He
mean
feet
doesn't
up
that
make
on the
good.
table.
adjustments.
No, he not. Listen, bro. It's not that.
I think someone just dropped out.
Yeah, I don't know. I just it just went blank. Y'all can hear me.
Yeah,
I'm
y'all
trying to
can
make
hear
sure.
me.
Yeah,
Y'all
I hear
can.
y'all good.
Yeah,
Y'all can
yeah,
hear
it
me.
All
did.
right,
It
go
did.
ahead. Go ahead. Whoever was talking,
That
Jay,
was
sounded
LeBron
like he was
standing
Yeah,
on
about
the
to
no,
say
I
internet.
was
something else.
saying that it's not that he's not really he's not allowed to make adjustment because he's listening to his
Man,
boy.
fire that racist ass bum,
He
JJ
listening. No,
Redick,
he
man.
listening to Bron. Bron told him what to do.
Nah,
Bron
nah,
got him
Bron,
here.
nah,
Yeah, he gonna listen to
Bron
whatever
made the,
Bron tell him to do.
nah, Bron made the
And
pick.
you know what? And
Don't
that's
get me
how all
wrong.
them ended up in the game in the fourth quarter because he was listening to Brian, and Brian turned right around and now blaming him,
Yeah,
you
Bron
know,
tell
on
that
the
boy
slick
what to
shit
do,
for
man. He
it.
listened to it.
He, Brian
But
know how to
I'm
pick
also tell y'all
scapegoats.
something, man. I'm
Yeah, he know
also
what to
tell
do.
y'all something. I got some breaking news for your dumb ass LeBron fans out there. And Laker Nation, I got some good news for y'all. LeBron James will leave y'all. That's the good news. The bad
Yeah.
news for these two teams, Dallas Mavericks, y'all
Everybody
still,
going in and out. That's a good joint. Let me
hey,
hear
hey,
it.
hey,
Come back
Dallas,
and me hear that shit, man.
hey, Dallas Mavericks will get LeBron James, and the goddamn New York Knicks is in the running for
Damn, what's
LeBron
going
James.
on?
Yo, you know who I would consider an underdog, bro? The San Antonio Spurs. I would consider them an
I agree
underdog
with
to get
Herm,
either
man. Fire
LeBron or
fire
KD.
racist JJ Redick and go get Mike Malone.
Yeah,
That's what I would
you
do.
got to get rid of JJ Redick.
Yep. Fire him tonight and go get Mike Malone.
Yo, somebody said that yesterday too. I seen that
Yeah.
somewhere.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
man, how do
I seen
people
that
Then,
around the
somewhere.
then
league feel about
if they
JJ
get
Redick
Mike
moving
Malone, then Brian
to
got to
what's the
go
word?
because they don't get along.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Herm?
Hey, man, do they think JJ Redick could coach? I say, do people amongst the league think JJ Redick can actually
Man,
coach?
they be burning that boy down, man. They know he a fuck
When they
boy.
came to Sacramento
Can't
and I
coach
was
for
in the back
shit.
just hanging out a little
They was
bit,
looking at us as a laughing
they don't
stock,
like
man.
JJ Redick, bro.
We the
He's a
butt of the
smut.
jokes, man. The Lakers,
Yeah,
man.
JJ
It's
Redick
nasty
thinks he's
work.
smarter than GMs, owners. Bro,
Everybody don't
no,
take
they
him
don't like
serious.
JJ Redick, bro. No, nobody likes him really. Oh, and just real quick too,
That's
bro.
wild.
Hey, no, but it's facts though, bro. Trust me, I know.
Nobody take us
Also
serious no
too,
more,
bro.
bro.
Also too, just real quick. I gotta
Yo,
call out I gotta call out Nate
somebody
McMillan
said this
and
yesterday. They
Scotty
said
Brooks
that
for taking
Hey,
their punk
whoever
ass
talking
over to
over
that
everybody, bro, you don't
coaching.
hear
Reggie
none of
Miller
us.
Yeah,
said
they
that we
clowns
was
too, bro.
this the first time Lakers is a third seed and got eliminated in the first round.
Yeah, he breaking all
Yeah, we
kind of
know that,
records.
man. Yeah, we know that.
Bro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
sick, bro.
They breaking all kind of records for the Lakers,
That's
man.
sick.
And like I said,
Yeah,
I'm gonna call out those two
Hey, come,
clowns on the
yeah, he
bench,
breaking records for
Nate
sure, for
McMillan
sure. He
and
gotta
Scotty
go,
Brooks.
man.
They
yeah.
This
clowns
shit,
too, bro. They
this
clowns
shit,
too.
yo, this
He
shit
move. He
disgusting.
moving.
You got a
He moving.
little man
Hey,
like Ant
man,
He
his
move.
Man
other
just
brother can't
disrespect.
hear nobody but himself, so that's why he keep talking over. But go ahead, man. That's why he quiet.
No, what I was saying was, Herm, I gotta call out those two clowns, bro, on the bench next to JJ, bro. Nate McMillan and Scotty Brooks, y'all clowns. Y'all sit there under this rookie
Facts.
coach, and y'all just sit there looking stupid. And I mean, it's just, look, bro. If you're Nate McMillan and you're Scotty Brooks, bro, why would you join that staff for? Are are y'all clowns?
Money.
Why would you join,
Money.
bro? They can join other staffs, bro. Why would you join JJ Redick for? Clowns. They clowns to me, man.
They probably. They might. Hey, they might have asked for more considering they were head
Man, go get
coaches.
Mike
No,
They
Malone,
haven't
man, and
seen
fire
the.
JJ tonight.
They haven't seen the ultimate
but
success in the
Nate
league, but
McMillan,
they have gotten teams to the finals. They have
but
gotten
Nate,
teams to the Eastern Conference Finals.
but
Man, I would have preferred Sam Cassell,
shut
bro.
up, man.
Hey, man. Hey, Herm.
Nate McMillan would have made more money as a college head coach than what he made
Hey,
in the
whoever
NBA.
That's a
said
fact,
Sam
Herm.
Cassell, I
He
agree,
might
bro. I
not
would have
want to
rather
leave the
had Sam
NBA game.
Cassell.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
absolutely.
At least he would have had some real good relationship with the
And he
players
would have said
and
he
all
would have
that.
at least had the balls to say something. Nate McMillan and Scotty
Yeah.
Brooks look like a bunch of
Nobody
Now
likes
Sam
JJ
puñetas over
Sam
Redick
there,
on that
just
Cassell
sitting
team.
there
don't
with the
Sam Cassell
balls
I don't know,
fucking
man.
like,
I
bro.
mean,
Sam Cassell
Yeah,
not
can't say
coaching with
they
the
shit.
the
Lakers no
assistant
way.
coaches, man.
You think Sam Cassell go join
Damn,
his
man.
ass dude like JJ? Hell no.
Hell
Sam
yeah, Sam
Cassell
Cassell
not
would have said something.
Okay.
no
Oh,
he not
considering what
joining no
y'all said
coaching
about
staff. He's not being an
considering
assistant
what y'all
coach for JJ Redick, man. Hell no.
consi- considering what y'all said about JJ,
What's
do
going on
y'all
with this
really think
screen?
JJ listened to him? Listen to them?
No, no,
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
no.
so I wouldn't blame them. I mean, you can look sideways at them if you want to,
Nah,
but
I blame them
this
because they
on
knew who
JJ.
JJ Redick was. Hold on, bro. I blame
Everybody in
them
the stream.
just like I blame other players who join LeBron James, bro. They know who JJ Redick is, bro. Like JJ Redick got a bad rep around the league, bro. Nobody likes him. And before he even became a coach, nobody really liked him, bro. And so Nate and Scotty knew what they were getting themselves into. I know for a fact that people do not like JJ Redick around the league, bro. They do not like him. He is arrogant.
Look, I
He
don't
thinks
doubt
he's the
that,
smartest guy in the
but
room, bro, and he's not.
hey, man, these people got
I like
families. The
what
same way
Jerry
Chicken was
West did
talking
too,
about
man.
Darvingham and him
What they
getting
did,
fired,
Jerry
and
West.
he got a family and he needs to take care of that, like we all do. They might have just went out there for the money. They probably knew it was gonna be some bullshit. I
Oh,
mean,
the
we all know
money.
it's some bullshit.
Man, bro,
Yeah,
don't you know those coaches are probably still getting paydays from previous jobs, bro? And come on, bro. I don't think money's a factor for
and if
Nate McMillan and Scotty Brooks
okay, well, why they go out there then? Because they thought they could
because
win?
they dumb.
Nah.
Because they're dumb. Let's just call it because they dumb. That's why. Because they dumb.
Wow.
That's why.
So they just
Because they
dumb
dumb.
jocks. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
they dumb. The hell.
I seen McMillan up close here in Atlanta coaching
What that mean?
Trey Young, and
Okay.
What
that mean?
I ain't saying I was on the team. I'm just saying
Okay.
witnessing
No,
how
I
he
got you.
handled that situation. He went from
Was
being
he
an
wrong
assistant
or was
coach.
he wrong?
They made
Hold on, bro. Was he wrong or right? Because last time I checked, bro, Nate McMillan got old school coaching values, and I would say that in that situation, Trey Young was wrong, bro, not Nate.
yeah. Okay, I'm not disagreeing with you. Like I said, I was
Okay.
here to see it up close. He knows how to coach. I'm not even just like I said earlier. Both these coaches have great experience in getting to finals
That's a fact.
and conference finals, and I see that's why they brought them onto the staff. And they probably had to pay them more to get them to go out there because they knew it was going to be some bullshit that JJ not going to listen because JJ got the answers. Let JJ tell it.
Let me ask you a question, bro.
What's
while
that?
Rudy's grabbing every rebound on planet Earth, and while I changed his name from Rudy Gobert to Rudy Mean last game, what do you think is going through the minds of Scotty Brooks and Nate McMillan? Honestly.
Hopefully they springboard into another head coaching position.
Right, exactly. That's my point.
Hopefully.
Should I suggest something?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Or am I going to get yelled at for saying something?
Right. It's called. Okay. Hey, fellas, watch this. When JJ comes out pregame and says, "I'm not playing Jackson Hayes," not knowing how the game's going to play out because you might need him, and then you make that tells Scotty and Nate that they can't even suggest an in-game adjustment. And so, I mean, make sense, bro. You come out and say you're not playing Jackson Hayes, but it comes to find out you need him to play, but you've already stood on business and says I'm not playing him. So if Nate and Scotty say, "Hey, man, like we should get big fella in," he can't do it because he's already told the media he's not playing him. So now that limits my in-game adjustments in a big postseason game. And those two clowns, Scott and Nick McMillan, knew all this before they joined the staff, bro. Like, so yeah, it's on them, bro. They clowns to me. I'm trying. Listen, bro. I don't respect nothing about this NBA. Nothing. Players. Listen, bro. The only player I respect in this era is Steph Curry. That's it. Nobody else.
Yo,
Nobody else.
why we like you? Why, you know that
You don't respect Brunson?
No, I don't. He don't play no defense.
Brunson old school. Really?
No, nah. And he cool, but nah, I don't.
I would say he played the best defense he can, just like Curry does. It's not like Curry locking anybody down, but he gets his. They do the things they can.
They're different players, but go ahead, bro. Yeah, they're different players.
I mean, I get why you don't respect
I don't
the
respect
NBA.
no
That's
players,
easy.
no coaches, nobody in this era, bro. You wanna know why? Because ain't nobody saying nothing, bro. Ain't nobody saying or doing nothing. They just going along, get along. Yeah, I don't respect it, man.
Oh yeah, because the checks fat.
I can't respect
Nah,
it. Okay,
not
so then they
even-
sell us then.
Yeah.
So then they bond pay for it.
True.
Gotcha.
True.
Go
Hey,
ahead, Herm.
you can't disagree with none of it. But I do think it's context to it. You know,
Nah,
Yeah,
there's
nobody-
not saying they
context,
right to
bro,
be
when
selling
you sell
out.
out, bro. I don't believe in context when you sell out and you sell your soul for a paycheck, bro. I don't put no context to that. I don't, at least.
Let me ask y'all a question.
I mean, we watching the games play out.
if we talk about that type of stuff, do that mean we on some conspiracy type shit? Because that shit really be happening, dog. Niggas be selling their soul for that bag, but they'll
Nah,
say we on
James,
that
it's real,
conspiracy
James.
shit.
Yo,
Nah,
That
why?
shit is
James,
real
Yo,
though.
yo,
No,
why?
no,
James,
no. It's
it's
like you
real,
said.
bro.
It's like you said the other day when they put you in them
I,
cuffs and charge you with conspiracy. Conspiracy become
Man,
real then.
listen, bro.
You know
Listen,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
Hey, James. Hey,
And I don't
James.
even agree with that law.
Hey, James. The Sacramento Kings just signed Doug Christie to a multi-year deal. He was a fourth lead assistant on Mike Brown's staff. He leapfrogged other two assistants that were in NBA finals who had way more experience, right? And so I don't respect this shit, bro. You feel
oh
me? I
man,
don't respect nothing about this NBA, man. They all a bunch of clowns. All of them, bro.
wow.
No, we
I
never
only
did get a
respect
test
one
to.
person, and that's Steph Curry.
That's why when I see these dudes, when they do get that money, just look at them before the
Oh,
fame. I'm
my
a
bad.
real
Hold
fan.
on, I misspoke. I also respect Derek White. Yeah, you're right, bro. I respect Derek White too.
Yeah, I
I'm
ain't
a
gonna lie,
real
that's my
fan. I'm
guy
gonna
though.
do this.
That's
I'm gonna
my
do that.
guy, man.
But them niggas, they get that money and they
He's no
move
slouch,
and they
man.
forget
No
about
slouch.
he must doing what they say. Like, but that's neither
Right.
here nor there, man. We talking about like I'm just tired of people always trying to come at us with conspiracy when we see the sellouts. They showing it to you. They in your face. So you can't tell me these dudes on ESPN ain't paid to say the bullshit that they be saying. Like who
Of
paying them to
course.
pay? Who paying them to push this type of propaganda? And no other
LeBron
sports
James and
team.
Rich Paul
No
and
other
Not
Maverick
sports team
Carter.
get no coverage.
No,
Not the number one in the West,
Nike.
not the number one in the East, not the number two in the West, not the number two in the East. And Houston battling, bro. And they didn't let
It's
games slip away. Missing free throws. They could easily be up 3-1 or it wouldn't even be like this. They could be up 3-2. They let some games slip away, and that's where the experience kicked in there. But come on, man, we can't keep not ignoring the signs, bro, that these people putting in front of us, and we still promoting their product though. We we
yo,
put
can it?
we
Can I?
promoting the sellout
My
shit. Dog.
fault.
That's why I love basketball, but the way basketball done took a nosedive the way it have over the last 15 years since the Super thing came in existence, it became a circus, dog, a wrestling match. Entertainment. It's not about no combat. It's not about no battle. It's not
Hey,
about no real sports, bro.
hey, Mass and James,
Okay,
can I
so
ask y'all something?
What you say, big dog?
Can I ask y'all something? This is something serious. This is a serious, serious question. I mean, um, when Gil Arena, I don't know if there's a conflict of interest in here or anybody, might feel some a type of way or whatever, probably got a relationship with him. If not, but I just want to speak my piece. But when Gil Arenas, he created, his panel and his guys and all that, and they got their channel popping, YouTube and all that. I'm thinking that it's gonna be some real truthful thing and positivity, but I didn't think that it was just gonna be for clickbait and likes and get his channel booming off of the negativity, pushing negativity and fake narrative against Kobe and Michael Jordan and bring and bigging up LeBron James, which is not it's not truthful, it's not honest, especially from a former good point guard. You know what I'm saying? Former guard. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna shit on him. He was a good player. But you would think that he would, relate the real truthful message. But instead he created his channel and, off of bullshit.
Yeah,
But
he
I mean
lies,
I
bro.
get it.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
a
he's a
I
clutch
liar.
get
media
it.
employee,
He he
bro.
he got,
LeBron
he got
paying
his
that
money.
man.
He got his money. He got his money. But at the end of the day, when he went on ESPN, he got the invite from Stephen A. Smith. He went on ESPN a few times or whatever, and he's still pushing the same bullshit.
Because he's a
So
liar,
like
bro. He's a liar and
like
he's
He's a
bond
clutch
paid for it.
media
Keep
employee,
cooking, bro.
bro.
You wanted something, bro. Keep cooking, bro. Yeah, you cooking right now.
no, I'm good. I just want your opinion
Yeah.
on that, man, because this is
Okay,
bullshit.
I'll go first
you
because
know
I
what?
gotta
Hey,
go.
maybe
He's a liar. That's what it is, bro. Gilbert Arenas is a flat out liar. He's pushing a narrative. From what I understand, he has a relationship with the James, his son. He helped train Bronny, I believe,
Yeah,
and
he did.
so he's pushing the LeBron James train,
he
bro.
ain't
And
doing a
listen,
good job.
and listen,
He
and
did a
like you said,
horrible
bro.
job.
And like
No,
you
it's the
said, bro,
gene. It's
what
the
makes it
gene.
even worse?
Go
What
ahead.
makes it even worse is that is a lie that he would tell about Kobe and MJ, right? And so on that panel, bro, and then I'm gonna close right here. I only respect Rashawn McCants on that panel, bro,
Me too,
because
bro. Me
Me
too.
too.
listen, you may not like how he says stuff, but as men, listen to what he's saying, bro. He's not telling any lies when it comes to it, bro. He's speaking all facts.
So
And
so so
guess who I can't, bro? And guess who I don't respect even more than Gilbert Arenas on that panel? Kenyon Martin, bro. He's
I
a
know he
sellout.
just sit back. He just sit
Kenyon
back and let
Martin
it
was on
happen,
live
man.
TV saying, "I'm
Ah,
Team Kobe." I see,
Yeah.
yeah, I,
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
Team Kobe. But then
Yep.
you get on the panel, bro, talking about since LeBron broke the all-time scoring record, he's the greatest of
he,
all time. What's wrong with
yeah,
these dudes, bro?
He's
right.
and
employed by
This
Clutch
is, man,
Damn.
Sports.
they
Clutch Media
clowns,
got
bro.
him, bro. They getting a paycheck from Clutch Media, bro. That's what it is. That's just straight up what it is. And that's what's
You
going on
can't
with
forget.
everything now. I can go on. Chandler Parsons was another one. Chandler Parsons was a huge Kobe guy. Now you ask him, I saw a
bro,
video of him literally downgrading Kobe. He
bro,
was shitting
all
on
these.
Kobe.
Listen, right? I want to say this, right? All these guys that's
Did he drop out?
I don't know. I'm still here though. So normally that's what happened. That he in a bad section or something.
y'all can hear me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you good?
No, my fault. My phone be locking. It kicked me out. But what I was about to say is this: all these guys that's now uh uh LeBron fanboys, LeBron fanboys and Clutch Sports media and all that. These guys was all Mamba mentality guys. They was all actually pushing the real truth into players and up and coming players and people, the fans and stuff like that. They was actually pushing these things. But when Kobe died, the disrespect just went to the max. You know what I'm saying? The man can't. Back in those days, the older players, Michael Jordan, Kobe, uh, what's the name? A couple of other, other greats and stuff. They don't really talk, and even they people and their media, like personnel and stuff like that. They don't really talk. Good great players, they don't have to talk. So now we in a social media era, microwave era. So you got Bron that's taking advantage of the media era, the social media, and he got his fanboys. Everybody can be bought. So our guys, our greats, they can't. They just going by what they what they usually do. They don't have to talk. You know what I'm saying? So it's just overpowering a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? But the truth, one thing I do know, the truth always shall prevail, though. It will. You know what I'm saying?
You know what the truth is? That LeBron James is chasing it. It's still he's never gonna catch Mike. And the fact that there's a Hall of Fame resume, a Hall of Fame resume in the difference of years between LeBron and Jordan. Let me elaborate. Jordan played 14 years, 15, 14, 14 or 15, whatever, seven or eight less years than LeBron, and he still has two more rings, two more Finals MVPs, one more MVP, a Defensive Player of the Year, and 10 scoring titles. That's a fucking Hall of Fame resume. In seven less seasons, he got, and I gotta hear these LeBron bums say he's the GOAT. Bro, fuck out of here with that bullshit, bro. Get out of here with that, bro. Stop it. Just stop it.
Hey,
It's dead. It's dead and over with, bro.
hey, listen, right, bro? You know what I be? Look, I don't even kill myself no more. Kill my voice to even argue with these guys, debate with these guys no more. You know what I do now? I use reverse psychology on these guys. I make fun of them. I bid off of them. I crack jokes on these guys and make them look stupid. You know what I'm saying? From the rip, I just tell them straight up, listen, bro, your man is 4-6, Jordan is 6-0, never took the game to game seven, the final to game seven. That's it, bro. Ain't a
You,
discussion. And
you
then
you know you know how cold Jordan is, bro. In that '98 finals, he told his teammates pack one outfit for because we ain't going to game seven. He told them, bro. He said pack one
fire,
outfit for game six. That's it, because we ain't going to game
fire,
seven.
fire,
That's
fire.
how boss he is.
Yeah, fire. And then
Crazy.
another and then I always hit him with this joint. This the gut shot right here. I hit him with this right here. This the gut shot. This the ultimate gut shot. You stop worrying about Michael Jordan. Stop worrying about chasing Kobe and Jordan, and get off Kobe. Team either. And but this the gut shot right here. how you want to be chasing a goat or be in a goat conversation where you're not even a goat in your era.
In your era, bro. This Steph Curry's. It's
Steph
been Steph
Curry
Curry's
era.
era the last 10
Impact.
years.
When you talk about influence, you talk about impact. Everybody want to shoot like Curry. Everybody want to be like Curry. You know what I'm saying? They took the Golden State role play, they gameplay, and turn every team out. You know what I'm saying? Into a Golden State Warriors. You know what I'm saying? And then and another thing is, at the end of the day, bro, you can't be a GOAT when you got swept once in the finals or twice in the final. It don't matter. Once you get swept, it's over. You out of the GOAT
Yeah.
conversation. And
Yeah.
then another thing, in your era, you have to be the best. You have to be the greatest in your era. Steph Curry destroyed you 3 times. Not only that he destroyed you 3 times, he beat you 3 times, but he swept you once. You
Mm-hmm.
out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Let's not also forget him getting swept by the Nuggets in the conference finals.
Yeah. I
Too that
mean,
one year.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
Twice in
me
the finals and once in the conference finals. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
yeah.
me personally, I don't really worry about the playoffs unless I got to be technical and it'd be a crazy debate. But once the finals is all, you know what I'm saying, says it all. You know what I mean? That's the biggest stage. So
Yeah, and people always talk about the 2018 thing, but I just saw something like either today or yesterday, and they listed all the teams that got wins off of the Warriors. I think the Pelicans got a win. Harden took them 7. Like, Lou Will and Pat Bev took them 6, but LeBron couldn't get 1. You got swept. Like, nobody will ever be able to make that make sense.
yeah, and and people will be shitting on Kevin Love in that series, but Kevin Love was giving you 18, 19 points per game in that series. So like, come on, bro. We're not going to shit. You had a good team. You had good role players, bro. So cut it out. I mean, like that was your later years in your career, 2018 from 2007. You got swept in '07. So I don't want to hear people making excuse. Oh, he was young in '07. He ain't had help. Well, okay, he got swept. It don't matter. Once you're in the league, it could be your first year. I don't care. You're officially a professional basketball player. I don't care your age. I don't care your height. I don't care about anything. No excuses. But and then another thing, okay, you got swept in '07, your early years, your younger years. Okay, you got swept in 2018. What have you learned? What have you
Mm-hmm.
learned?
To get his numbers, because as long as he get his numbers, then it's somebody else's fault. That
Can
that's
I
that's
ask y'all
really
a
that's
question,
really what
bro?
he's mastered that.
I know he don't have nothing in his bag. And say, bro, you notice every time they get some help, if that dude is really outshining him and he feel like he ain't gonna get the credit, he gonna get it off his name regardless. But if a nigga putting up a fight where he really putting up the numbers, where you gotta talk about him being alpha of this team too, because look what Anthony Davis did, dog. He turned that whole franchise around. But they was in full before they got it. But unfortunately, he got hurt. But he the one was saying all this, sending quotes and sending shots through the emails, trying to tell people what he about to do, always saying what he gonna do, and the shit always backfire in his face. I watched this shit in 2011 when D Wade was cooking and that nigga like game when I really noticed. I'm like, God damn, from 2007 to 2011, this nigga still playing the same way. Oh boy, they in trouble. But D Wade was, he was trying to, and that nigga was out there cooking, man, and that team was trying to keep him afloat, but they still needed that. That's why you formed this big three, bruh. One of the worst collapses I ever seen, bro. No bull. Like I could go back and I done seen Buffalo and Houston come back from 38-3 or 35-3, whatever it was, and Buffalo done won that kick and came win a Super Bowl. I done seen missed field goals. I'm like, man, say, bro, this collapse right here is the worst I ever seen in any
You talk,
sports, bro.
you talking about 2011, huh?
What? You could go to football,
Oh yeah,
baseball,
yeah.
horseback riding, water polo, track and field. Boy, that dog to build that team like that, and like I say, everybody was laughing at you because you was saying when the commentator say, "Look, how many championships y'all trying to bring?" I was say just one. I know, huh? No, not one, not two. That was you. Everything you say come back and haunt you and bite you in your own ass. But then when we say something about it and we break it down, because we already knew what was gonna happen, we just wanted to wait till it play out. You
They
know,
gonna
we
If you
call me
say
always
something
gonna
about it,
haters.
you
speculate.
hating. If you say something
Yeah,
about it,
we
you hating,
always gonna
James.
speculate, but dog, he be saying this. He put his own foot in his mouth. Like it ain't like we come out and we make this stuff up for clickbait. We wait till he say something because we know he gonna give us ammo. And we just gonna load that thing up and just go to Tommy gun and them. I'm talking about last man standing Tommy gun style. You feel me? But
Can't beat the internet.
yeah, but that's the beauty of it. They gonna keep you with content.
It's
That's the
receipts.
whole
Oh,
beauty
it's gonna
of
be
it.
receipts.
So it's
Well,
always
and the
gonna be
worst part
received.
about
So
that
it's
is
like the
he
truth now going against the lies. Because remember, the lies is the new truth, and the truth is the fake now. Nigga don't want to hear that the real shit no more. That's why you got a lot of sellouts and other undercovers out here coming out the closet, getting all these lawsuits and shit. And shit ain't for no ball. Look, them dudes been rocking like that. Corey tried to tell you, backdooria. Them dudes got to get you. Then how you want a nigga to lick all on your booty hole and all that? Man, I'm about to get money like that, boy. You can get the fuck around me, man. I'm going back to a real job, dog. I ain't tripping. I'm out here, dog.
No
I make
Diddy.
me beat your ass up in
No
here.
Diddy.
Talk about licking
dropping
assholes and all that.
Barbies.
Come on, man.
Look,
Like, nigga do some weird shit for that money, dog. That's why they say ain't no
yeah,
party like a Diddy party. You know,
No
boy, you
Diddy.
know the motherfucking people be throwing up in that boy for that money.
Yo, the new
Just to make
lawsuit.
it famous, just to stay on every
Hey,
action
James,
movie.
that nigga T
Huh?
Price was cooking yesterday. T Price, I went back and listened to your stream, nigga. You a fool, nigga. Shout out my nigga T Price, man. Old head podcast, nigga.
yeah.
Y'all go subscribe, nigga.
T Price been cooking for a minute, man. T Price been cooking for a minute, man.
It,
I mean, that 2011 though, man. Somebody was in the comments. I mean, the thing about that, I mean, bro, you got outplayed by role players, bro. Jason Terry and JJ Barea cooked you, dog. You out of the conversation, man. Like what it look
How he
like
still in the
if
GO conversation?
if
That's what I be saying.
wore his ass out, man.
How he still in the GO
bro,
conversation, y'all?
that's
Somebody
crazy,
please tell
man.
me.
Nah, he look.
I mean,
He's
that'd be like Howard honestly from the Utah Jazz. What are we talking about?
The only reason LeBron's in GOAT conversations is because of the longevity. That's all. That's
For
the
one
only
thing,
argument.
and let
That's
this
the
here check
only
out.
argument people have. That's the only argument they
Hey,
have.
man, Vince Carter played 22 years. I
And
had a lot of people that played 20 years, did it the right way, took a backseat like they were supposed to, went out there with the second team, let the first team grow. If I need to go out there and teach them a little bit, I run with the first team in case ball injuries or whatever. But I'm not just about to just hog. And then they're going to complain about, oh, man, he played the man 24 minutes straight. That nigga ain't say nothing. He
a,
thought he could pull that shit off. He Iron Man, remember? Why you ain't
James.
saying that, huh?
My fault. I don't mean to cut you off. You know what I kill him with when they talk about that longevity, John. No disrespect to you, bro. I know you was just saying that. You was referencing what people say about the longevity. But you know what I do when I kill them with the longevity when they bring up the longevity bullshit and accolades and all that stuff, right? I'm
Yeah.
in my fault. Then it's John going in and out. I just hit him with this. I'm like, yo, you worrying about longevity and stats and all that, but what's better? A guy that did it in 15 years with 6 and 0, or a guy that's still chasing the GOAT in 22 and with just 4 rings.
Say,
What's
bro,
what's more impressive?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. His resume ain't was worth going that high. You gotta pass Tim Duncan 5-1. You gotta pass
yep,
Kobe 5-2. Like it's a
yep.
lot of niggas, bro. I will
And
man, this nigga,
Kareem,
I'm
Magic,
telling you, bro.
Bill
Look at the
Russell.
winning
like,
records
come
when them
on,
two
man.
people won't say that the GMs in the back in the gap used to do it. They stacked the dead high, they cheating, they getting
Come on,
lottery
man.
picks and all that. But them niggas
Well,
was
that's
winning, nigga.
fine.
When
Y'all,
you
them
when
niggas
you
was still winning. Them
That's what I'm
niggas was in
saying. How you
competition
gonna make
every
your own
fucking year.
team and lose?
Salute
when
That's what
you
I'm
everybody.
saying.
had
But they
You
got a
can't make
winning
your own
record. Go
team and
look at the
lose.
Lakers. Dog, they
right,
have a winning
exactly.
record.
That's
Look,
worse. When
look
you
at
make your own,
Boston.
that's worse.
They have
That's
a
worse.
Ticket got the
how you
Barbies
make
up
that
there.
dog, this shit's hilarious, dog.
Yo, that
Hey,
nigga
Yeah,
T Price
that's
was
crazy
crazy. That
work.
nigga T
That's
Price was
crazy
cooking
work.
yesterday. I'm gonna tell y'all
Barbie.
something.
Crazy
That
work.
nigga T Price was cooking. I went back and listened to his video. This nigga sent me a message. That nigga sent me. I said, this nigga T Price crazy, bro.
Yeah,
T
look at
Price,
him,
where's that
dog. That's a
arrogance
grown
behind this
man,
shit at?
dog.
Come
Look at
on,
this
bro.
grown
This is
ass
a
man
grown
with this
ass
dog in
man.
his hand.
Oh
This shit
man.
sad, T Price. When T Price sent me that, y'all, I said, bro, this shit is real sad, man.
Look at it,
Hey,
Mhm.
dog. And he walking proud with that thing.
Hey, Ticket.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't even got it in no bag, nigga. He's so proud.
No shame whatsoever.
Hey,
Normally, when you
Ticket.
buy
Where the
something, you have
fathers
that
at,
bitch in the
man?
bag
Where the
when you
fathers
shopping,
at?
man. You ain't about to have it in your hand
You're a
like that. You want
grown
everybody to
man,
see him
dog. You're a
buying for
grown
man.
man.
Uncles need to be slapping them up in the head right now.
Hey,
Big Mama
Ticket.
can't do it no more.
I'm gonna start my stream on Kick and all. You gonna support me, Ticket?
Say, bro, I ain't gonna lie.
Ticket might
This
have
picture
stepped
here
away real
fucking
quick,
me
All
up,
bro.
right, it's
dog.
cool. It's cool. It's
Nah,
cool.
he probably stepped away real quick. He'll be
All
back.
right.
Look at this picture, dog. This nigga got a full grown beard. Look like he a great grandpa.
Bleezo, what up, Bleezo?
And this nigga got a
And then
LeBron
Paul
pen
got a
dog.
Barbie, bro. He got a Barbie.
And he ain't
Hey,
even
but
got
it's
just a jersey.
crazy.
All
He got the whole
did
fit on. He got the
Put me
shorts.
in,
He
coach.
got
Put me in, coach.
all Diddy shit, man. All Diddy work. All Diddy work. You hear me? Yo,
singing
the
to it in the mirror, man. He's
yo, the
singing to the
ball in
Barbie in the
Yeah,
mirror.
the nigga said, put me in, coach.
in a new Diddy lawsuit, the ball the guy that's suing Diddy, the ball said that Brown was in the hall walking in the hallway with nothing on but a towel, bro.
Allegedly.
Hey,
Come
man.
on, man.
Hey, bro, listen. Remember Kevin Hart said, I ain't got to put on no
Allegedly.
dress to
Yeah.
be funny. So when that nigga put on
Hmm.
that purple dress with
He
that
turned
wig
right
on
around and
Saturday
put that
Night
dress
Live,
on.
that
Turned right
nigga
around and put
on
that
every
dress on.
fucking movie come out on. This nigga got comedy
Sure
specials
did.
dropping every 2 weeks. Boy, this nigga
Every
been
every
get to
commercial.
that bag. Why you think, boy? Why you think? Nigga sold that. And when
I
Cat
was just
Williams say
saying that
that, nigga,
last night, man. I'm
what
like,
he
if I
talking
see
about?
another
Man,
Kevin
Cat
Hart
Williams
commercial,
hating on the
bro, I'm
man.
done.
Cat Williams already told you that shit before the shit happened.
And Kevin Hart already don't
Mhm.
sold his soul a long time ago. That nigga
Man, them
sold
niggas be.
everything. Every
They,
part
Bro,
of
he
his
not even
body.
top 5 funniest man
remember
comedian
the role
ever.
player used to be doing that sign before every game
Oh man.
with the three three
Oh
sixes
man.
hitting his chest, then he
Hmm.
hit his head with the Baphomet sign.
Oh, he in there.
Listen, I was so deep on that
Who?
shit at one time. The
LeBron.
role player LeBron, and before every game, boy, go check
He
him out.
sure
How he used to do
was.
that ritual.
And
I
then
ain't
Then he'll
point to
go
the
over
surprised.
there and
sky.
toss that fucking
I
powder.
ain't
I'm
surprised.
looking at that shit, and I'm like, I said, cause I'm gonna keep it real with you. I ain't gonna say their name. I got people that was in the music business, big timers, like writing and they was singing for groups. I ain't gonna get that information out, but I'm serious. That's my real family, bro. And when I first tried to start rapping, he the one told me about this. He said, man, leave that shit alone, man. Just stay
Yeah,
independent,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
How much money do you need? That's where I get that shit from. I'm like, that you right, though. Then I went to
Yep.
saying niggas that just sell their soul, throw niggas under the bus. You done snaked your way from getting 20 million, but you
Hmm.
go over here and get your fucking money. Nigga, how much
Right.
money do you need, man? You supposed to be letting all these niggas eat. They helping you win championship. Like the world's so fucked up and it just trickled over to sports. Everybody ain't your friend, dog, and I straight believe that because if they could snake their way to the top by riding your coattail and you wouldn't even see that shit coming. That's the type of person that do remind me. That's why they call him a narcissist. That's why he always blame deflecting. He never take accountability, but you supposed to be the king, the GOAT, the leader of your team, leader of the troops. You hiring coaches, getting the fire. Man, what kind of professionalism is that, man? What kind of example you out here setting for the other niggas that's coming behind you? Even your kids seeing this shit.
He
But
don't care
that's
about
not
that
good
though,
business,
James.
dog.
He
That's
all
not
about
good
himself.
business, bro.
When
But
you all
understand that.
about
But
Hey,
yourself,
listen, you gotta leave
you
some
cook
type of
everybody
legacy,
around
dog.
you, man.
That's why
Yo,
I
hey,
said all these dudes that he played against, KD got a winning record against him. KD played him 3 times. KD 2-1. Tim Duncan played him 3 times. Tim
He ain't
Duncan
had
two
no
and
help.
one. Steph Curry played him 4 times. Steph Curry 3-1. Kawhi played him twice. Kawhi what 1-1, but he got 2 rings in that era, so he 2-1. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
At the end of the
Yo,
day, everybody in your era that you supposed to be gold over, them niggas done got 8 rings off of you, nigga.
yo,
They
this how
He
you
ain't had
eating.
no
know.
help. He ain't
Yo,
had
this
no
how you
help.
know. This
They
yo,
eating, dog.
this how you know this boy is a bum, man. It's run through his gene, man. Look at his
That's
kids,
how I know
man.
he a role player.
Look at his sons, man. Young boys is bums, man. They trying
hey,
to
I just
compare
gotta
they
say
trying to
something.
compare to Kayan, man.
Oh,
They
that's
I
they
T.
just
What's
trying
up,
to
gotta
T?
compare
say
to
What's up?
something.
I'm
Kayan.
getting T.
Kion is gonna be serious in
Yeah,
the
what's
NBA.
good, fam?
They
I'm
trying to
here.
compare they trying to compare them two bums to Kayan, man. Come on, man.
Oh,
Hey, no way,
listen,
bro. You already know.
there's some children of pro athletes that are coming out that are gonna be way better than Bronny.
Yeah,
Man,
way
man,
Kion's
man,
one
we
of them.
been
way
Elijah
better.
we been
Arenas
talking
is one
about it.
another one.
Yeah, they
Elijah
say
Arenas
Gilbert
gonna be
Arenas son be
certified.
balling.
Yeah,
Man,
Gilbert Arenas' son is serious.
you can go
Hey,
anybody's son right now
I
can
got
go in the
some
The
right
NBA
now
and
Boozer,
in
the
average
college
Boozer,
right
like
the
now.
5
Boozer
6 points
brothers
and
are
be
gonna be
better
good
than him.
NBA players. The Boozer brothers are definitely gonna be good NBA players, I think.
If y'all watch college, you already seen you already seen players that's better than him. Peja Stojakovic's son is
Oh,
better than him.
Stojakovic's son is
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
so
serious.
man, come on, man.
Andre,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
you talking about that Make a Wish
He's
Foundation
just like his
kid? We
pops
talking
too,
about
bro.
him?
Gilbert
Man, we
Arenas'
ain't
son
talking about
better
no
than him.
Make a Wish Foundation kid over here, man. Get that nigga out of here, man.
You said what, bro?
He's the Make a Wish ESPN Make a Wish Foundation kid. I don't want to call him that.
Hey, I thought he was ready for the NBA though. T, why
Make
they
a
keep
wish.
bringing him up from the G
Banging.
League, putting him back
Man,
down, bringing him up,
hey,
putting
I
him
got
back
something to say
down.
to
If you
I
Bro,
got
ready,
he
something
you
to
gonna be
say
the
to
gotta
y'all
keep
he
on
gonna be
JV
the
holding
good
fans.
down
player,
like
I
that.
think.
Go ahead.
I just gotta say something to y'all JV fans right quick. Y'all dudes be cracking me up, man. Y'all talking about this the GOAT. This is how I feel when y'all dudes say this is dude is really the GOAT of anything. Well, he has a manufactured debate. And number one, I'm like granddad. I'm like Hugh and Riley trying to convince granddad that he has to date a prostitute. That's how
Mm.
I really and y'all be that's how y'all be y'all just like pops. And then people could tell a pimp named Slipback is here. Oh, is that good for short? Oh, y'all are slow. And I find it very interesting, JJ Reddy. You want to get on the podium and sit there and say that everybody need to be in be in shape. Hmm.
No shit.
Why is how is everybody I find it very I told y'all they was gonna blame Luka. Of course Luka's gonna be the scapegoat. It's never Jay Reed's fault. He's the only player that I ever seen out of 4 decades I've been watching this. He don't get no blame. It's everybody else's fault. And how many Laker coaches are they still paying right now?
Can I can I ask you a question, bro? And this for the whole panel. If you're getting paid
Yeah.
millions of dollars, why should conditioning and being in shape even be a question, bro? That should be a given. You should
Yeah.
your conditioning should be in peak form, bro. Like why is that even an issue in May? You know what I mean? Like I don't understand that to me, bro. Like why is that even being brought up? You
It's
should be in
not.
you should be in peak conditioning, bro. You're a professional
And then
athlete
this
getting paid millions of fucking dollars.
I get this, but check this out. But this how they try to spin it. We already know one player. They say, stay in TikTok shape takes about 2 or 3 sabbaticals a year, and then he comes back like he's faster than a speeding bullet kind of dude, So hey, I told y'all, look, they got beat out the playoffs, right? Why are they still talking about them? I told y'all they're gonna continue, and they wonder why the brand is so bad. This man he can get all the help in the world. You had Anthony Davis. And even though Anthony Davis missed all them games, he still played more games than you. I find it very interesting that when it was Austin Reeves and Anthony Davis, they played better together. Look at Luka and AR. They play good together. Everybody play good when this dude is not around, but I just don't understand. I've been asking this question for a while. Why ain't nobody in the NBA has checked this dude? He's that darn powerful, or y'all not really men as y'all really say y'all are.
Yeah, I know that
Salute
the
T
dog they
Price.
scared
Salute
of
T
that
Price.
nigga,
Can I
man.
ask a question, T
What's up,
Price?
twin? Go ahead,
What
Maz.
up, big
Salute,
dog?
twin.
My question is this: why are we only talking about Luka being out of shape and being tired? The same people who were saying that were saying that in games 3 and 4 in the fourth quarter that LeBron James was tired. So, I
Hmm.
mean, if he's so much in shape, then why is he getting tired? I mean, I've never heard Steph say he's tired. Never
Good
heard
point.
Steph say he's tired, and he runs around all game long. And
Mm.
All
so,
day.
if we're going to be consistent in our criticism, then let's do it across the board. Like for a guy who spends
Hey,
all his money on his body, he's in tip top shape, then why is LeBron James tired? I mean, I've seen LeBron
say,
James
bro.
tired in his peak. In his peak, he's been
Tired.
tired. And so,
All
Right,
right.
huh? Right.
so we got to be consistent, bro. Listen, I'm with you, right? Those questions shouldn't listen. You're getting paid all that money. I think if anything, you should come into the season in shape. Now, there's a little leeway because they play so many months and guys take vacations. I get it. Sometimes they use training camp to get back into shape. I trust me, bro. Like your question is valid, but we have to ask that question for his teammate because LeBron James, supposedly, who's in tip-top shape, he was tired. So how much shape are you in? And don't give me he's 40 years old because I seen
Hmm.
LeBron James tired when he was 27, 28, 30, 32, 33, 34. And so that shit didn't work on me, bro. And so you're right though. The question should be, why were they both tired, not just Luka or out of shape?
See, we could probably narrow it down why they was. Luka drank, Luka like to eat, Luka don't exercise. But then we can narrow it down over here with the role player. You got EPOs, you got all kind of shit they saying you took. They saying you got the same drug dealer. So I'll never see you work out anyway. Like as no gym rat be lifting no real weights to be for you to be that cut up. Like the shit you be doing, man, they ain't putting no muscles and all that on you like that. Like you know you gotta work out to get muscles like that if you're not really hitting that iron. Like dog, that shit different, dog. You just can't say you gonna get in that bitch and work out. That shit take time. You can't work on one part every day of that week. You gotta if you work on the top, you gotta take a break, skip a day, go to the legs. Now you always supposed to skip a day from what I was told. You got some niggas just gym racks, just be ready to get that shit over with. But say, bro, you can't tell me the money that you spent. Cause remember they asked him that. I don't know where they get that. I spent all this money on my body on the Pat McAfee show. All right, so if you don't know where they get it at, you going to the illegal drug dealer, the nigga who make it. That's why your people was involved in that shit. Who named Paul? Paul was going in that bitch getting it for somebody. They ain't nothing to do with no man's name being on that. That was for something totally different. Or your wife for the smoothest thing. But Paul was picking up some shit. So who the
Talking
fuck
about
is Paul?
talking about my trainer, but it got LBJ on it. Talking about it's
Yeah,
my trainer. Trainer
come on,
took the
man. Like y'all gotta read
my
between the
agent.
lines, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga,
FBI talk about we investigated, but the agent took the blame. What kind of shit is that, man?
bro, they been protecting this dude. Like I said, I hope nothing serious that's major, but you see how they doing Shay Sharp. See how they doing Diddy. You see how they did Bill Cosby. See how they did R. Kelly. They gonna let you go so long, boy. When they get tired of you with the bullshit and the people don't love you no more, I can't make no money off you. Off with his head. Here come all
Mm-hmm.
the allegations coming out like an avalanche from all kind of places. You understand, boy?
Mm-hmm.
Nigga gonna be surprised. Nigga gonna be jaw dropping. And like the cops said, yeah, it was at those Diddy parties. You know what I mean? Nigga, what? Boy, you got a whole wife and kids. Then you got this nigga asking you on there, where Bronny at? You want my motherfucking son for bitch, and I know you're a fucking predator, man. You down bad. But you want to get on here and check Stephen A. Smith, but don't want to check a predator for asking where your baby boy at. Come on, man. My son ain't with that shit, man. Chill out.
Hey
I'd have blamed the
yo.
fuck out here. And come at me with that shit, man. This ain't the time right now, man. This ain't the afterlife right now, man. We do that in the afterlife when everybody in a coma, you know what I mean, sleep like zombies.
Hey James,
That's what we
why ain't check Gates?
because he ain't check KG. But I'd rather check KG or Cal Center than to go try to check a wannabe a street nigga, what y'all call. Some look at him as a street nigga, some nigga look at him not a street nigga, like he perpetrating something. But what I could tell you this, I'm from where he grew up at. Like I stood in Baton Rouge too, and around there, dog, them niggas
Yeah,
is for real.
I can hear the accent. I can hear the accent. I already knew
Dog,
that. I can hear the
niggas,
accent.
them niggas be on go, dog. That's why they say dumb way retarded. When they say that, them niggas don't give a fuck, boy. Them niggas will die. They'll dive on you. That's why they say dive. Just listen to their slang, dog. And shit different. Why they be ready? They don't go. Them niggas are jumping your shit. Don't give a fuck, boy. They could be in the wrong, nigga. But them niggas will not want to look like no bitch in front of they niggas, and they gonna dive on your ass. And they in the wrong.
Yep,
So
you don't want to look.
you gonna
You
have
don't
to
want to look like
protect
no
yourself
crash
at
dummy
all
either.
times, bro. I was just fortunate enough, I was older at the time. After Katrina hit, when I did my little 3-4 years out there, it was love to me. I was all here. I was there. I was working there. I was working there. I had a job, so I met a lot of cool people, bro. Like for real, messing with that music. I met a lot of cool people. So
Yeah,
that
New
that was just
Orleans.
my journey. I just ain't never pushed for that shit. You dig what I'm saying? But
Hey,
other than
listen,
that, man,
man. We gonna make money off this food, man. So
yeah, we
my
got a
shit
team
popping.
though. We got a team of exposure, and I like the newcomers, man. I like the people who come on here and they just speak the real, because everybody got their own perspective how they look at this dude, and it's
Right.
not like I say. If he was just out there playing the game, not always in the media, he like a puff daddy. He like a Jerry Jones. He always in the media. He always got to tweet something. He always got
Yeah.
to
Hey, I
say some.
guarantee y'all something.
Yeah,
I
he always got
guarantee
to
y'all
say some
something.
old weird ass shit. to keep his
Yeah.
He's gonna
name
be
in
at a
the
Cavalier
media.
game. He's gonna be at the Cavs game like he was last year. Try to
You
steal
think
the
so
shine,
too?
steal the thunder. Man,
Hey,
look,
he gonna make one of them though. I don't know if it's gonna be game one, but he gonna be out there. He gonna make one of them. I do agree with that.
Dude, everything's fake about this boy, man. Like every time he talking or interview or anything, it's just
he
always
tells on
fake.
himself, and his
Yeah, it's
fans
always
still believe it.
yeah,
They still caught up in
Oh, this
that
yeah.
nigga
Like
allegedly
corny though,
aroma.
dog.
oh,
Hey, speaking of corny, y'all remember when Homegirl pressed him about that book he was holding? He said,
that's
what
oh my
yo
god. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I was
he
Oh,
just
said, yeah,
about to
dude.
what's the
bring that
book
shit up,
about?
bro.
Bron said,
You
yeah, what's
talking
your
about the
favorite
time he had it
chapter? What's
upside
it
down? You talking about the one he had it upside down? Is that the book he had
Yeah,
upside
bro.
down?
Yeah,
Man,
That was
right.
lay
a kid.
down.
He
You talking
tell on
about acting
himself.
like
I
he
told
reading a book.
y'all.
Yo,
I
Candace
told y'all
Owens
about
killed
this
him, bro,
dude,
on that
man.
book. She destroyed him on that book, bro.
I told y'all about this dude, man. That's not just him, just people in general. I learned this a long time ago in the South. People telling themselves all the time. Just sit back and watch.
Facts, T. Facts. I swear to
They,
God, that's we been come up on that side too. You know that, T.
man, yeah, come on, man. Like, what is y'all doing? And these people still slow, man. Y'all, man, I'm telling y'all, man.
And he
Man,
the
this
one
dude,
doing it. That's the whole trip part about it.
that's
I can see if you
right.
had niggas out here clickbait, but this shit coming out this nigga mouth. Brian is better than this.
Hmm.
Brian is better than that. Then you come back with
yeah, that's another one, bro. That's right. Last year he
stuff.
tweeted, he said, "Oh, LeBron better than half the players in the league, right?" Or some.
This
It's
nigga
out
is
of
crazy, dog.
I'm paraphrasing, but like, yeah, he literally. And you know what? Like, no disrespect to LeBron, but you're setting your son up for failure, and you're setting him up to get scrutinized the way he got scrutinized because of the way you're tweeting, bro. Like,
Facts.
how
I
else
got
are
something to
people
say
gonna
about
say
that.
that,
I
bro?
got something to say about that right quick. I got something to say about. I just got something to say about that. This is how I know it was differently, right? Because check this out. When LeVar Ball said that, right? What did Patrick Beverly did the very first game
Oh
he
yeah,
saw Lonzo Ball.
yeah. He was on him
Look how
like white
look
on
how they
rice.
right, but look how NBA players is treating Bronny compared to Lonzo.
Mm.
It's
You
totally
got
two different things.
you got to think about it like this. Like I ain't even going front, man.
What's up, Ron? My
What's
boy
up with
Ron. What's up,
you?
fam? What's
What's
up,
up?
fam?
I ain't
What's
going
good?
front on that
It's
situation.
murder season.
I kind of felt sorry for Bronny, especially
Not me.
as no. I'm gonna tell you, James. I'm gonna tell you why. Especially after hearing Gilbert Arenas talk and tell it what it was when they brought it out that day. Because what's the name? One of his coworkers was saying, "Man, that's fucked up," and he said, "No, listen, I'm gonna tell you how that went." He said Bronny didn't care where he played at. He said Bronny just wanted to hear his name get drafted. He said he didn't care where he played. He said it was never little LeBron dream to play with his dad. He said that was all LeBron doing. He said that's not the route that Bronny wanted to go. And then Kenyon Martin chimed in, was like, why the fuck he just didn't let that shit happen naturally? And the kid wouldn't have so much hate in the league. You feel me? And it's just like, damn. And it just went in lockstep what Stephen A. Smith said to him. Bro, you did this to your son.
He
What
did.
like you did
Yeah,
that, and then you got offended when Stephen A. said it to you. But that was the thing. Everybody else was saying the same thing. You feel me? But you reacted when Stephen A. said it, trying to keep it real. Like, yo, bro, stop doing that to your son. Everybody loved Bronny. Everybody rooting for Bronny. Bronny had the unfortunate cardiac arrest. I mean, I don't, unless you're just a plain hater, I don't see nobody who want to see a young kid fail. Now, strive to be great,
facts,
young
bro.
man. You feel
Facts,
me?
bro. I want Bronny to do well, bro. Why
Right.
wouldn't I
But
want a young man to do well, bro?
yeah, but the position his father put him in
Yeah,
kind of fucked him over because
makes
now
it hard to root for him.
you got dudes who probably would be great friends with him. Dudes like Quincy Olovare, who like, damn man, this dude actually holding a spot that I could get. You feel me? Dudes like Dalton Connect, like, damn, that's why Dalton Connect, man, anytime I'm in the game with that bitch, I'm letting that bitch go with Bronny. Like it's not his fault. And I, like after a while, I felt sorry for the kid because I'm like, once the truth came out and Gil put that out there, I said, wow. Wow. I said, so that wasn't his dream. He didn't care about playing with his pops. He just wanted to make the league one way or the other. He just wanted to hear his name called, whether it been Memphis, whether it been LA, whether it been Phoenix. He just wanted to hear his name. And he didn't care where it was called at. First round, second round, he didn't care. But that was all LeBron doing. He was like, yeah, Gil put it out there. Him and Kenyon Martin put it out there. And I said,
OG.
damn.
Hey, OG, can I piggyback off you real quick?
Absolutely.
I did felt sorry for him too, for the kid. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, damn, y'all, the same way how you presented it, same way I felt, right? But it's just recent times that I changed my mind. When I've actually seen what Bronny said to Stephen A. Smith in regards to what his dad was so called defending his son, his family, his castle, or whatever. That's not defending. That's deflecting and being ignorant. Stephen A. Smith didn't disrespect you or your son. He's giving you guidance and advice. But you took that because you can't think for yourself and you just going off emotion and being reckless. So when Bronny went back and tweeted Stephen A. Smith and made a fool out of himself by disrespecting Stephen A. Smith, he tweeted Stephen A. Smith twice in a disrespectful manner. That's when I lost respect for Bronny and I didn't feel sorry for him no more because okay, so now I felt sorry for you, but now I see how you really feel.
Hey, yo, but did you see the interaction? Because him and Stephen A. met up. And he went and slapped Stephen A. Smith up and gave him a hug. Like, yo, you know, I mean, I'm sure they probably had their dialect. And Stephen A. broke it down to him because I don't know what game it was, but it was one game Bronny was out there warming up recently. And Stephen A. was there and he went and they slapped up and he gave him a hug. And Stephen A. patted him on the back. So I said, oh, damn, so Bronny ain't really got no problem with Stephen A. Smith.
Nah, it's not even that though, bro. He a kid, so he a kid, and he just coming in the game, so he's gonna dap up whoever. It don't matter.
No, but this was after him and LeBron had the interaction. So I said
cool.
there had to be some conversation between between Bronny and Stephen A. Smith because remember you said Bronny tweeted.
Right.
Following his dad, you know what I mean? Like, but that's what a kid's supposed to do. He ain't supposed to go against his dad, but listen,
bro.
hold on.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you rock. Go ahead.
On his own time, he showed the world what it was. Man, I ain't got no problem with this dude. This dude just spoke a fact. And I'm pretty sure, listen, after Gilbert Arenas said what he said, I'm pretty sure Bronny was like, man, Stephen A. ain't lying. You feel me? I know this is my dad, but he ain't lying.
He ain't lying.
He ain't lying. And when yo, you can look it up. And when I seen him approach Stephen A. Smith and slap him up and they gave each other a hug, I said, oh, they must have came to some kind of understanding.
Right.
You feel me? I said him and little LeBron must have came to some kind of understanding. Because he walked right over to Stephen A. Smith, slapped him up, and they gave each other a hug. Stephen A. said something to him and then patted him on the shoulder, and Bron went back to the warm-up line.
You can still look, right? You know that you can still shake your enemy hand, right? And you can make it look good for the camera, right? So, but my thing is this, right? The reason why I still standing on what I stand on after I stopped feeling sorry for him, for the kid, because at the end of the day, it was the kid, bro. He's not even a kid at the end of the day, but
he's a young adult.
Yeah, he's an adult. At the end of the day, you know right from wrong. God gives you a conscience to know and brain to know right from wrong. When your dad doing wrong, you're not supposed to. If your dad jump off the bridge, you gonna jump off the bridge too? No, you gonna think. Use your brain that God give you and say, damn,
My
dad,
dad used to say that.
you wrong, dad. This is not right. What you doing? You're not supposed to enable me. You supposed to teach me the right way. And Stephen A. Smith is not wrong in this situation. I'm supposed to take this criticism right here. This is real good constructive criticism. This is what I need. He's not supposed to tweet that man. That's a grown man that's wasn't disrespecting you or your dad.
Yeah, but you know how that family shit go.
I know.
Like that's like me and my pops, right? Rest in peace to my pops. My pops did something like that and he was out of pocket. I'm not about to go against him in front of the whole world. But when I pull him to the side, I'm like, Dad, I ain't need that,
bro. Exactly. That's the way it should be.
Dad.
Exactly.
You made that shit worse than what it was, Dad. I didn't mean it.
Exactly. I'm gonna defend you in public, but behind closed doors, we're gonna address this type
Yeah,
shit.
we
You know
gotta
what I
have a
mean?
conversation, Pop.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
well, by him tweeting Stephen A. Smith and disrespecting that man, well, now face the consequences going on. That's what's going to happen in your career.
Hey, yo, but even as a grown man, Stephen A. Smith said, man, the boy was following his daddy. That's what he was supposed to do. That's why he was so. That's why he was so receptive to. He was so receptive to LeBron's approach, little Bronny approach to him, and whatever words they said to each other, it was all in good spirit. He gave Stephen A. hug, and Stephen A. slapped him on the shoulder, and he went back to the layup line. And I'm like, okay, so Bronny ain't feeling some kind of way right now. You feel me? He probably was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, Stephen A, that was crazy. I ain't tripping, dog."
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't about nothing, man.
I understand these people in the comments saying we haters. We're haters because we don't think LeBron's the GOAT. I don't get it. I still
Nah,
think LeBron's still an
I don't have a
exceptional
goat.
player. I just don't have him as my greatest of all time. That makes me a hater.
I don't have him as a goat.
That makes us haters
hey yo,
because I
I
don't
that,
don't
think
have
that,
a
he's the
goat.
GOAT. Come
hey
on,
yo,
bro. How y'all
hey yo,
sound in the comments, bro?
yo,
How
that's
y'all
crazy.
sound?
That's crazy because
Yeah.
I heard
No
Rich
one up
Paul
here
say
saying
something.
LeBron's a bad player. We just saying he's not the GOAT. That's
Hey
all.
yo, I heard Rich Paul say, and this was Stephen A. Smith saying. He said, "Yo, he said respectfully, bro, I got him at number 2." And then Rich Paul like, "Yo, that's disrespectful."
How?
How the hell is that disrespectful,
Disrespectful.
bro?
It was
Out of
whole
all these
time
players
leaving
that
nothing
play,
but the
listen,
crust.
out of all these great players and these illustrious players that we done seen play this game, right? This man said,
He
I think he number 2.
Listen, man,
It's been over six,
That's
7,000.
disrespect, I guess.
that shows you right there. That shows you right there that Brian got a bunch of yes men around him, bro, and that's why they crashing out and looking stupid out here.
Hey, yo, but
Nobody
listen,
can't think for themselves, man.
hey, yo, but I ain't gonna front. That's what Rich Paul's supposed to do. This nigga went from selling jerseys out his trunk to be a multi-millionaire fucking with LeBron. So he's supposed to hold LeBron down, whether LeBron right, wrong, or indifferent. You
Nah,
feel me?
Yeah.
That's just his job. Like, nigga, you took me from nothing. Now I'm one of the most recognizable face in the sporting industry. You feel me? So that's his job to protect LeBron. You feel me? Push
yeah,
LeBron.
that's the job, but I just can't respect it though. When it's not being genuine with me. I need you to be you my guy. I need you to tell the truth to me and
Hey,
my people.
hey, yo, I
I
ain't gonna
don't want
front
you to
though.
lie.
Listen, if you pay me 10, 20, if I'm making 10, 20, $30 million a year off of you, I'm gonna probably lie for you too, bro.
Nah, I
I'm
can't
gonna be
have you
dead
on my
honest.
squad, bro.
I'm
I
gonna probably
I
lie for you too.
I can't have you on my
Let's not say
squad, bro. I
let's not say lie.
can't.
Let me take that back. Let me take that back. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
lie for you, but I probably will.
okay. I'm
Listen,
about to say
hey yo,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't lie for you, but I will. I will.
Make an
I,
argument, I guess.
no, no, no. I will. I will. I will. I will change the narrative. You feel me? I will
Nah, that's
push
still
our narrative.
lying. That's still lie, OG.
No,
Come
no, no,
on,
no, no,
OG.
no, no. It's not a lie because you got to understand two things can be true
Okay,
at the
okay,
same time. You feel
okay.
me? Like I will change the narrative, and I will always probably be like, "Yo, that's y'all opinion." Like because when you talk about the GOAT conversation, all that shit is a matter of opinion, bro. You can't go by statistics. You can't go by none of that. It's just off the eye test what you think. Because if you go by statistics, you can't use all statistics because some players play with a 3-point line, some players play with this, some
mhm.
players play with hand checking. So the game was not the same. Now, if you want to go out of the era, well, I played in the hand check era. Who was the GOAT in that era? Well, I played in the free movement era. Who was the GOAT in that era? But you can't compare a guy in the free movement era to a guy in the hand check era or a dude like Pistol Pete who couldn't even shoot threes because there was no 3-point line. Yo, do you know they
Right.
broke a study down? They
Jerry
said,
West, all of that.
hold on. They said when Pistol Pete averaged 44 points for LSU, right? They said there was no 3-point line. They said his coach then went back and watched every game and scanned every game and seen the distance Pete was shooting from.
Oh,
They said
50. 50.
they said he would average 57 points if 3-pointers were around
God
when he played
damn.
because he was shooting from 23, 24 feet, making them, but they only counting them as twos.
Yeah.
So he's saying, yo, if this nigga would all the shots he took outside of 21 feet, if he would, they would have counted them as threes. They said Pete Maravich would have averaged 57 points a game at LSU.
The same thing what homie just said, Jerry West. Imagine Jerry West if there was 3-pointers. How many more points he would have had?
But then again, but again, it gets. I get what Ron, me and Ron, we say the same thing. This is one thing that the new generation they don't understand it, right? We've been cooking like this for a while. But check this out. This is what they do, right? They'll sit there. And this is why there's one word. When they always say these players can play back then, I'll call full caps on that because there's a one word, just one that every from the 40s all the way to the 04, 05 when hand checking was taken out. You know what that was is, y'all? Defense. So how you gonna put these players that don't play defense in this era and put them in everywhere else where they did play era? They ain't gonna know how to react to that.
You ain't lying.
That's why I don't. That's another thing too. ESPN, mainstream media, y'all fail basketball too, because ESPN, y'all used to sit there and talk about all the team, what the teams need to do next year. Now it's just look, LeBron been kicked out, and they have about 3 or 4 takes today about what the Lakers. Man, we don't want to hear all that. He's going to hold the team hostage like he always do. Okay, we already know what's going to happen. Give credit to these other teams, and that's why y'all losing your sport for real.
Hey,
Y'all losing it.
that's crazy because people trying to like they act like they can't fathom. Motherfucker, if a motherfucker was paying you $10 million a year and told you to tell a lie, most of y'all probably tell that lie. It'll be very few men that won't tell that lie for that 10 million, bro. Let's be real. Let's be real, bro. Like that's not nothing asinine. Like that, like you got people telling lies for fucking Happy Meals. You got people who just tell lies just to tell lies, bro, to hear they self talk. So for 10 million, I'm pretty sure it's a good amount of men that'll tell a lie for another man. Especially if it's something like, especially, I mean, don't get it twisted. Not no crime or nothing, y'all. Not like, yo, if he raped
Yeah.
a woman, I wouldn't tell on him. No, not nothing like that. But pushing the narrative of me trying to sway people that he's the greatest for a few $1 million a year, yeah, I think anybody would take that job, bro. A
Yeah,
lot of
but
people say stuff that, listen, a lot of people say stuff that they don't believe they self just to hear they self talk, bro.
I feel what you're saying, fam. I feel what you're saying, bro. At the same time, it's still funny to me though. This stuff still is funny though. Even he having this production, even though he's doing all this, ESPN propping him up, and they all getting exposed each and every time. It's
Yeah.
classic. It's classic. It's so funny to me. It's very funny. So hey, let the games begin. I'm in it for
But
the jokes.
you know what people fail to realize, T Price?
Hmm.
Your opinion is not a false statement. That's what you believe.
That's
Like your
true.
opinion, that's not a false statement. That's just what you believe. Now that might not be the
Hmm.
opinion of everybody else, but can't nobody tell you what you believe. How I'm gonna tell you, T Price, that you say, man, I like the shell toes Adidas better than I like Jordan 3s. How I'm gonna tell you lying, bro?
Or my favorite shoes, Stacey Adams. I
Or
think
just say
Stacey
your
Adams
taste.
is
Yeah,
new.
like I can't tell
Yeah.
you lying. If that's your favorite, that's your favorite. It's just a matter of opinion, y'all. And that's what I keep
Hmm.
telling people. The GOAT conversation, who's better? That's just a matter of opinion.
Hmm.
Mm.
And
Oh
then this
no,
is the
no,
thing though
no.
too. This is the thing though too with y'all JV fans. Just because
Some
we don't
people
have
think
look,
now, boy, hold up.
go ahead, James.
If you watch this dude game and you look at this dude record, that just blind, bro. Niggas just being evil, bro, because they don't want to give the throne to nobody else. Sometimes you just overstay your welcome. And then when you
Absolutely,
try,
James.
then when you're trying to push bad product, it's really like selling bad meat, expired stuff in the grocery store. You ain't gonna get no value.
Bro, hey yo, James, you know the crazy part about it? When I tell people LeBron not my GOAT, they automatically, oh, you a Jordan Dick rider. Nigga, Jordan's not
Hmm.
even my GOAT. Nigga, Kareem is my GOAT. I think Kareem is the greatest basketball player, had the greatest basketball career out of any player to ever lace him up. People act like
And that's a solid take, bro. You know,
Listen,
that's
but this what I
people
tell
act like
people.
that's blasphemy. It's
I
not.
said,
It's
go back.
absolutely not blasphemy.
I said, go back. I said, yo, bro, y'all forgot
But it's true
Kareem.
too.
I said Kareem averaged 24 points in year 18.
Yeah.
He
Hmm.
averaged
They told that
24.
man he couldn't dunk in college, bro. They were like, yo, you can't dunk, bro. You're too dominant. That's why he
Listen,
developed the
Yeah.
sky hook. For y'all
look,
youngins who may
I'm
be
just saying,
listening right now, Kareem was so dominant in college, they were like, yo, you can't dunk, bro. No
yo,
dunking. No
this
dunking
man
allowed for you.
this man scored 38,000 points and never hit a never shot 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Never
That's
shot a
crazy
mid range.
work.
It was all hooks.
Hey,
It
hey,
wasn't
and you
shot.
know what
All
other you
star
know what's
hook.
crazy too? His free throw percentage is just as good as LeBron's.
Crazy
He
work.
shoot better than LeBron.
Yeah.
Listen. He got 6 titles. He got
Yep.
what? 6 MVPs.
Yep.
Hmm.
He got 2
And he
Finals
won.
MVPs. You feel me? Like, let's be real about this, y'all. Like, that's just personally, when you talk about greatest career ever, I don't think nobody from high school, even to the NBA, his numbers are comparable with anybody. 6 titles, 6
No.
MVPs.
Hmm.
You feel me? So, like, even just his NBA career. But I go back to the 3 straight championships at UCLA. The 3 straight championships coming out of high school.
That was impressive.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah, yeah.
crazy work.
That's crazy work.
And so,
Well, he
just
was
in
that
my
dude.
opinion, listen, in my opinion, that's who the GOAT is. But I'm not mad if somebody say, well, I believe Michael Jordan is the GOAT. He got a case. I wouldn't be mad if they say Magic Johnson the GOAT. He got a case. I don't even be, and listen, I don't even be mad at niggas when they say that foolish rhetoric that LeBron the GOAT. He got a case.
I
When
do,
you say,
because there ain't no case, bro.
listen, listen,
They
when you
not
add
about
up,
to throw that out, boy. We going to trial. We gonna
no, no,
convict
no,
this
no, no,
nigga.
no, 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 James, I'm with
Right.
you. No, James, I'm with you. I'm on the same side of the fence with you, but I'm not mad at a nigga if that's what he think. You feel me? I'm not mad at a nigga if he think Kobe the GOAT. I'm not mad at a nigga who thinks somebody like Bill Russell's the GOAT. They all got they arguments where you can be like, well, damn, because they all did
That's
something
true.
that no other player ever did. You feel me? So, but just to sit there and try to hammer this, oh, nobody played this well this late in their career. I said, y'all forgot. In year
And he
17,
still get his
Kobe.
ass kicked.
I said in year 17, statistically, Kobe averaged 27, 5, and 5. Then he blew his Achilles out and was never the same after that. Who's to say that Kobe
Another.
wouldn't have played? Who's to say if Kobe don't tear his Achilles, he don't average 25 the next 2-3 years?
The next 2-3 years. Facts, bro. Absolute
Hey,
fact.
And he had the footwork and the skill to do it.
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
like people
To me,
forget.
What if
all the
David
people
Stern
that's
doesn't
the
veto
Bryant
that Chris
fans,
Paul trade? Huh? What
all,
what
all,
what
all
about
the
that?
people that's the role player fans, dog, it's something about them, bro. Cause it seems like they only watch 1 decade or maybe a decade and a half. Like I say, the last 15 years when he started going on that run. Cause half of these niggas, I don't think they're old enough. They must be on here, man. How old these niggas be, man? But I
Man,
gotta
them
watch.
niggas,
I be talking because they might try to press charges or something.
hey, yo,
I
James,
talk to
these
not
them.
even
niggas
that,
be
man.
young.
You got people our age be talking crazy about this
Yo,
dude,
James,
man. We seen him.
yo, James, I swear to God, man, I had to jump
Them
off a
niggas
nigga screen,
brainwashed.
man.
That's all.
Cause I'm going back and forth with a little nigga about this LeBron shit, right? And I'm just spitting facts about Kobe. And my argument was, yo, bro, you don't got to diminish what the next player did to prop LeBron up. You feel me? I'm like, yo, he got enough statistics. Didn't y'all just say he the only nigga with 50,000 points and all that? I said, so why you got to deteriorize what the next player did to make him look good? I
Hey,
said,
what's
bro,
my favorite thing? What's my favorite thing, Ross? I always say, and James already know I'm about to say too. If you always got to diminish another player just to prop up another player, you don't lost the argument.
Exactly.
Especially the player that we seen. It's levels to this, man. But go ahead, Ross.
oh, yo, I swear to God, I said, okay, let me read y'all some blind statistics, right? So I started picking out NBA greats, right, James T.
Yeah.
Price? And I started
Mm-hmm.
reading down, I had Google and I went Wikipedia and I started reading all their accomplishments, right? So they, oh, this person fired, oh, but I'm not putting no names to the stats that I'm giving them. I
Mm.
get to Kobe, right? I'm running this shit down. 9 first team all defenses,
18 All-Star appearances, 4 All-Star MVPs, 2 Finals MVPs, 5 Finals. Yo, swear to God, yo, when a nigga was like, "Yo, who is that?" I said, "You don't know?" I said, "Bro, that's Kobe Bean." I said, "Those are Kobe Bean Bryant statistics." That nigga said, "Yo." He said, "I know about the chips and all that, but I never." He said, "Yo, run them shits back to me again." I said 12-time all defensive, 9-time first team. Said 18-time all-star. I said 34,000 points, basically. You feel me? And just wanted to read his stats and his accomplishments down. 2-time gold medal. And they like, damn, Kobe got all that under his resume?
And listen to
I said,
this. This nigga got 6 altogether. The role player, Kobe done doubled that nigga with 12.
hey, yo, and I tell
hmm
the nigga, I
I
said, hey,
always
yo,
point that out, James. It's
I said,
crazy.
yo,
But this
I
Nigga,
said,
dude, he's
Kobe
still
done
playing
hey,
in
doubled
yo,
his
that nigga
prime.
in
Who was
less
I
who
said,
But he's
time.
still playing
who
with
hey,
his
was
yo,
that,
prime,
James?
man.
I
Get
ain't
out of
catch
He's a
it.
here.
fucking role player, man.
Kobe
I
and
said,
Jordan are the only players in NBA history to lead the league in scoring and still be first team all defense. Same
Oh
that's
yeah,
a
season.
yeah.
fact.
Uh,
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
that's
Same
what I
that's a
told
season.
him.
fact.
Hey,
Yeah,
yo,
I know that. Real
listen,
fans know that.
this the part that blew his mind, y'all. I said, Joe, do you know Kobe Bryant was an all-star starter for the all-star team and didn't even start for his own team?
Yeah, 90. That was
Nigga said who?
98. That was
They said
97,
no, he didn't.
98.
I said,
Yeah,
bro, Nick.
98.
I said, bro, Nick Van Axel and Eddie Jones was our starting
Jones,
backcourt.
yep,
I
yep.
said, Kobe Bryant was the starter in the all-star
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
I said, Kobe was better than both of them niggas, but he was on the bench. I said, that nigga wasn't even starting for his own team, and he was starting in the
Yeah, shout
all-star
out
game,
Del
bro.
Harris.
Yeah, Del Harris fucked that package
Yeah,
up.
yeah, that was the
Yeah, he
that was
didn't
the
like his dad. He done his
He
daddy
didn't like
dirty.
the
We know
young
the story.
players. Yeah, he didn't want the young guys in.
And
Yeah,
yeah, he's like old boy Thibodeau.
yeah,
yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm just like, yo, and he was like, damn, bro, I didn't know Kobe had all that on his jacket. I said, that's why you niggas should do y'all research before
Do
y'all
y'all
start bashing the
research.
nigga.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
before y'all
They
start
don't
talking
do
about
that.
who ain't
But you
who.
know what's crazy, bro? You know what the LeBron fans love to go at? They love to go by stats, right? But if you
Mhm.
want to use that argument, why aren't they saying Nikola Jokic is better than LeBron? Because his stats are way better than LeBron's.
I swear to God. And then I
Yeah,
told him,
yes.
like, this what I hit him with. I said, listen, bro. I said, I was fortunate enough to catch Showtime Lakers. I said,
Giannis too, by the way.
I watched
Giannis'
Matt.
stats.
I said, listen, I watched Magic. I said, I was fortunate enough
hmm
to be able to watch Magic, Bird,
Me too.
Isaiah, Carl, Charles,
Yeah.
Patrick, David, Michael. I said, Kobe, Shaq, T Mac. I said, bro, LeBron, Steph. I'm fortunate enough to witness all this. I said, and I will say unequivocally, without any hesitation, Kobe Bryant, the best player I've seen in my life with a basketball.
That I
I
agree
said,
with you, brother.
that doesn't mean he had the best career.
Uh-huh.
I think Jordan still had a better career. I said, but when you talk about bitch, roll that ball out there and go get anybody you want. This nigga gonna bust their ass. And well, I heard the great one say, hell yeah, Kobe would have beat me. The little bitch stole all my moves. Like the great one said that. Yeah, he would have beat me. He would have been able to beat me. He stole all my moves and he put a remix on them shits. Michael Jordan was a better athlete. Like he was bigger, stronger, faster.
Yeah, he
Hey,
was.
listen to what Craig Hodges just said on All the Smoke. He had a great take on the Kobe versus LeBron.
I watched that.
You saw that, right, bro? He
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 said,
said,
don't.
bro,
Yeah.
he went back to the Phil Jackson argument. Bro, the hands Mike had, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what he said. He said the difference between Kobe and Mike was the right hand.
yep. Just
Kobe
the
didn't have as
size of
big as
his
hands as
mitts,
Mike.
bro. Yeah, Jordan's
Right.
mitts were insane.
Yeah, he had hands like Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
hmm
You feel me? So
And you
better
know what's
ball
crazy?
control.
Gilbert Arenas, who you know, I used to say he was a former Kobe fan. Now he's employed by Clutch, and he has to say LeBron's the GOAT, this and that. But he had an interesting take when he said, when you look at the greatest basketball players of all time, physically they have God given things that the Lord just blessed them with. Jordan, 48-inch vertical, big hands.
Yeah.
Shaq, 7'1", 320. LeBron, 6'9", 270. Magic, 6'9", point guard, can see the court. You get Kobe, and the analogy he used, he's like, you put Kobe in a room with 106'6" guards, he's not gonna stand out like that because he's
Not.
standard. Everything is standard with him. He had a 38-inch vertical. But the analogy used, he's like, if you took a S550 and you pushed it like a Bugatti, that's what made Kobe different from
Yep.
everyone. But if you look at just his body, his physique, he don't look no different than any average shooting guard in the NBA, bro. He
Right. When
don't.
you look,
What
well, yo,
what what different? What different? His skill set, bro. There was no flaw in his game, bro. Zero flaw. Zero
listen,
flaw
man.
in his game, bro. I'm looking at a
I
guy, Kobe, by 2000, 2001. There was no flaw in his game. He could do
listen,
everything. You want it outside, you want it inside, you want him to
listen,
attack,
The
you want him
pro.
to go
That was the
left,
pro
right,
hey,
Kobe
one
yo,
there.
dribble,
listen,
two dribble. It
listen,
don't
Number
listen.
matter.
I'm
8.
gonna
It
tell
don't
you.
matter.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. People like to knock it, and I tell people. I said when Kobe played that All Star game against Michael Jordan, that same All Star game that I was talking about.
Hmm.
I said after that All Star game, I said he is the best player in this league.
Yo,
I said he is the best player in this league. I said the only problem is he was the best player, but we also had the most dominant player in the league. I said so it kind of overshadowed him. But then this is what I told him. I said, yo, y'all say Shaq. I said, yo, y'all say Shaq carried Kobe, right? They said, yeah. I said, in the 2001, the 2001 playoffs, Kobe averaged more points than Shaq,
the
right?
Shaq, exactly, the whole way through until they
Mm-hmm.
And
got to the finals.
I
Finals.
said they
Yep.
both.
Every year.
I said they both averaged 30. I said Shaq averaged 30.6 and Kobe averaged 30.9, and that was with Phil Jackson dialing him back in the finals. He
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
averaged
people
30.
gotta like y'all know this because y'all watched it growing up. Those Spurs series when they had Robinson and Duncan, Kobe was the reason they won those series.
That's a
And
fact.
Kobe used to kill them. Kobe used to kill
Kobe
the
used to
Spurs.
kill the Spurs.
Hey yo,
Oh
and
my
what?
God.
Hey yo,
He
and
killed
what did?
anybody though at
Young
that time
dude.
though.
Hey yo,
Everybody was getting that work.
And then
listen,
look
Everybody
at
was getting
the
that work.
Spurs after
but
Shaq
listen.
left.
Hey yo,
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
That nigga
I'm gonna
got a
tell you
winning
something
record
else.
against the Spurs without Shaq. Nigga, fuck you
Hey yo,
talking
I'm
about?
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you
exactly.
something else. Hey James, I'm gonna tell him something else, right? This one personally, I thought.
Man was an assassin,
Listen,
man.
this
Fucking
one I
killer.
thought he was untouchable, right? I never forget it. 2000, we down by 15 to Portland, right?
Yep.
Brian
Kobe brought
Brian
it
Shaw,
back.
Brian Shaw hits the three at the end of the third quarter, the bank shot. If y'all remember, to
Mm-hmm.
bring it to 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Kobe scored or assisted on every basket in the fourth quarter?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
Sure
listen,
did.
and this when I knew was it because the nigga went off. He scored like six straight, and we was tied the game up, and the nigga lost old boy at the top of the key and could have went for the easy pull up. And what did he do? He looked away and threw that bitch up. Said, "Go get it, big boy!" And Shaq dunked
Joggity.
that bitch.
Shaq's only
I said,
points in that fourth quarter, by the way. His
I
only
said,
points in that fourth quarter.
I said, I said, yo, he's arrived, y'all. I said he has arrived, and if you
I
remember,
like that number 8 Kobe though over there
listen,
24. I
that
ain't
hey,
gonna
yo, people
Oh, that was
forget that
Froby.
yo,
number
bro, he
8
was
That
the
was
Kobe.
fastest.
Froby.
Hey, yo,
Yo,
listen,
see
and
that
then,
number
hey,
8
yo,
Kobe with that he got game bush? Oh yeah,
hey,
they
yo,
say you
hey,
know
yo,
that
listen,
nigga
and
with
then
the
on top
helmet
of that,
boy.
listen, when we played Indiana in those finals, right?
Give me that number
When
8, man.
listen, when Shaq fouled out, and remember Jalen Rose had hit Kobe with the what's the name and fucked his ankle up.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why his
that was
that's
some
why his
hoe shit.
scoring percentage was down. You know, they hold that against. His percentage was down. That's because he
Hey,
got
yo,
hurt. You
hey,
dumbass.
yo. But if you remember, Shaq fouled out that game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And,
He sure
and
did.
listen, and when Kobe went on a run, and what's the name, tell a story to this, he said it's funny as a bitch. He said, "Yo, on national TV," he said, "You see Kobe with the afro running around." He said, walking down the court, running down the court, saying, 'Be easy' to us." He said he was looking at us saying, 'Be easy.'" He said, "Y'all, he wasn't talking to us. He was talking to his team." He said, "People think Kobe was talking to us with that message. He was talking to his team like, 'Yo, I got us.'"
I
And
got it.
if
Yep.
you remember, I think it was Bob Costas at the time. I don't remember if
Yep.
it was
Yep.
him.
It was Bob Costas and Doug Collins were on the call in that game.
Bob Costas has said, "America, we had just seen a star being born."
Yep.
And right then and there, nigga, I said Kobe Bryant, the best player in the NBA, yo.
Facts. I
I
agree
said he
wholeheartedly,
is the
bro.
best player in the NBA, bro.
Yeah, bro, you
Yep.
saw what you
Even
was
though
doing
he,
with that number 8 on,
And the
dog.
other
even
thing
though
with
he
that,
wasn't even though also before you go, bro. Even
hmm
though y'all like to hold against him, he didn't win MVPs. We already know why he There's so many of them. Kobe should have won. It's crazy,
because
man.
they gave that sucker
But
Nash back to back. They
Yeah,
gave
but
Steve
man,
but
that was
Nash a
something
back to
wrong. The
back, and
guy
he
still
he
but
injured.
didn't.
going back to that game 4 against the Pacers, fellas, those buckets Kobe was getting, if y'all remember, bro, they couldn't stop Indiana on the other hand. So those buckets were way more crucial than people. Indiana would have won that game if Kobe doesn't do what he did because they went 7 straight
fact.
possessions down and Rick Smits was chewing John Sally up, bro.
That's a
Chewing
fact.
him
Yeah,
up.
just Rick Smith was cold. The
Hey yo,
Dunkin' Dutchman.
did,
He was
hey yo,
nice.
did you hear Reggie Miller? Did you hear Reggie Miller tell our story? He
Yeah,
said,
man.
"Yo, that move
Yeah,
at
man.
the top of the elbow." He
Yeah,
said when
he
he crossed
oh,
it and
that
he
was
hit me.
nasty.
He said and he hit
Nasty
me with a
work.
step back. That nigga
With
Reggie Miller
the
said,
step back tween when he hit him with the
"Yeah,
tween,
hey
the
yo,
heavy
Reggie Miller."
tween.
Reggie
Oh,
Miller said, "Hey yo, Reggie Miller said, I taught that bitch that move. He just killed me with my own move."
yeah,
He
bro,
said, and then
savage,
went on.
straight
I said,
savage.
"Wow." And swear to God, like Reggie Miller said, he said, "I think this the highest compliment." He said they call Mike the black cat. He said that's the caramel cat. He said he said it's no difference, y'all, besides the skin tone. He said that motherfucker was a killer. I said, yo, it's a difference. I said, yo, you want to know how this nigga think about how deep this motherfucker is, right? Allen Iverson. That's my second favorite player. I'm a Georgetown fan. Anybody know how I feel about them niggas, right?
Oh, AI
Allen
is that dude.
AI, right? As far as
Hmm.
like it's Kobe, Magic, and AI, my 3 top favorite players ever, right? So AI is going on a
Well,
foreign
but
tear. Listen, what did Kobe do? Like, think about this shit, y'all. This motherfucker said he watched a National Geographic documentary on how great whites hunt and kill seals. He
Hmm.
said, and it was strategic, how they veer out, flank them, and then beat them to their spot. He said, when I watched that, he said, that's exactly how I guard Iverson. If
Different.
y'all remember, right? Iverson
AI
went
went like 1 for 11, bro. Yeah, bro.
listen.
Yeah.
He had 16 points on Derek Fisher in the first half.
Hmm.
Kobe took him in the second half. Iverson ended with 16 points. And then and then and then listen, there was a list that ABC had put up because it was a nationally televised game. They had put up every 2 guard Kobe played in that stretch, and he held them all up under 20
Locks.
points. He held them
Locks,
all
bro.
up under 20 points, yo.
Yep. Yep.
And they said,
Locks.
yo, that's crazy. They said they spotted Allen Iverson 16, and he still didn't get to 20.
That's crazy,
Said,
bro.
yo, I said, that's weird. I said, this nigga watched the National Geographic special and figured out this how you guard Iverson. The same way a great white,
Different.
Hey,
Wow,
OG,
great
I
white.
cat.
want,
He
I want,
Wow,
different,
bust
bro.
the brown.
Different.
hey,
Kobe
hey,
different.
hey, OG, I want to add to that, right?
Mhm.
You, Steve Stout also said that when Kobe came to New York and he stayed with him for a little bit, before we faced before we we took the Sixers to the chip, right, to the
Uh-huh.
finals. He said that he told Steve Stout that, yo, I got AI coming up and all that. Give me all the fastest, the best point guards in New York. Bring all of them to me. And he had them niggas. He was sprinting uh, up and down the court with them niggas, and he was facing all of them, getting them all out of here. Yo, bring him, get him out of here. Bring him, get him out of here. Knocking
Yo,
them all them niggas down, bro. The fastest, the best point guards in New York.
hey, yo, and you want to know when real hoopers, because remember, Kobe really wasn't liked by a lot of people when he came out of the draft. People didn't really like him, especially basketball players. They're like, oh, he trying to be like Mike. He trying to be like Mike. You want to know where his real crowning moment was when the world respected Kobe Bryant?
What?
When that bitch went to Rucker Park.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah.
the motherfuckers who them street ball and them niggas who was talking that shit, they're like, oh no, this nigga real. Like he is real. He can do this street ball shit. He can do this. Like, yo, this nigga
Yeah.
real. And
Yeah,
they
that was
deemed and they
that
deemed
was
that.
that was '03. That was
And
'03.
what was his name? The Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the
They
Rings,
deemed
yeah.
that nigga the Lord of the fucking Rings at the Rucker, yo.
Yeah. When he
Mhm.
shot
Lord of
that
the
game
Rings.
winner John too, that shit was crazy.
He did it at the
Hey.
Rucker. He did it at the Drew League.
Mhm.
Hey
Like
yo,
this.
speaking of Drew Lee, OG,
Hey, yo, let's have a conversation right here, man. Let's have a real conversation. When everything mirrors itself, everything reveals itself. Somebody said, yo, somebody in this in the, on a panel said, yo, when you want to look at when you want to figure somebody out, they will tell you who they really are. Somebody in the panel said that earlier. That was facts. Yo,
I said that, yeah.
yeah, you
They
said
show
that. All
you who
right.
they
That,
are. Yeah.
yup, that's facts. I fucks with that.
Everybody show you. Everybody show you. Hey, I learned that a long time ago, man.
Yeah,
I
you just
That's
gotta
why.
believe them when
I
they show
fucks
you.
I fucks with
Yep.
that. So look, right? You know that when you are who you are, you can face any aggravation, anything, any advantages, disadvantages, anything, any whatever storm, weather storm, whether wherever you at, any kind of environment. Kobe played in the Drew League against the young guys. What's the boy name? James Harden and DeRozan.
And DeRozan, yeah, the young
Yeah,
buck.
he didn't tell one of them, "Yo, DeRozan, I need you to be on my team. We gonna go against James Harden." Or he didn't say, "Yo, James Harden and DeRozan, I need both of y'all to be on my team. I'm going against these guys." No, he didn't do that, and he hit the game winner shot. He won.
He
But
cracked the
Bron,
code.
why is it the fact that Bron always like to cheat the game of basketball or anything competitive? Why is it the fact that Bron goes to the Drew League multiple times and always gets the best players that's NBA players. He played with who he played with? All right, it was uh heck man, he played with what's the boy name? He had heck man, my brain fried. He had Chris Paul on his team and he had somebody else. He might have had DeRozan too, and he had somebody else on his team. And guess who they play against?
Oh,
They play against KD.
yeah. Well, I mean, you want to
Come
know
on,
why he?
man. Like
Hey, yo,
why?
you want to know? You want to know why he move around with so many different people, and he always needed because he's not a killer, bro.
Yeah, like
Killers
what?
move solo. Killers don't move with nobody. Killers move. Killers
They
move
move
by themselves,
silent,
bro.
bro.
They move silent, bro.
Like why would you take Chris Paul and DeRozan? No, he took Chris Paul, DeRozan, somebody else against KD, bro. And then another joint, it was another Drew League. He played, you know who he played against, bro? He played against Isaiah Thomas, bro. He took DeRozan. He called DeRozan, yo, you come to Drew League, I'm playing. He took DeRozan and played with DeRozan to play against Isaiah Thomas, bro. Like, what are you doing, bro? What are
I
you
mean,
doing?
people could find. People could find. Like he like. I swear to God, just this past series, man. When that nigga ran into Dante DiVincenzo and act like somebody shot him out the leg, that's why I don't like this nigga, man. I said, yo, this is why I don't like this nigga. I said, this nigga was
He
full
did the
steam
same.
ahead. Listen, he ran into
He did the same
Dante
thing with
DiVincenzo.
Kaminga.
I said he ran into Dante DiVincenzo, who's 170 pounds, who's standing completely still. You running full speed, and you felt like you got hit by a 12-gauge shotgun.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.
And then came right back in the game 2 plays later. Like ain't shit happened.
I
Because
said,
he was
man, this
faking.
why. I said, this why I
He
don't like this nigga. I said, y'all see the difference
he is
between him.
WWE.
I said, y'all see the difference between him and my man? I said, he hit the white boy and fall down. My man dislocated his finger, go to the sideline, pop it back in, and come back and finish the game.
Right. Like it's nothing. You hear me? Like it's nothing.
I
He played
seen,
the NBA Finals. He played the
Shit.
I,
NBA Finals with a broken finger against
He
Boston.
won the championship with a broken finger.
Yeah, he ain't cry. He ain't
With the
cry laying on the
with the
ground.
shooting
Get up
with the
out of there.
cast on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Wow.
I,
mean,
I
put
told
put
niggas, I
put
said,
put
money.
Levels to this.
put
I
took
said, I
his
watched
team
this nigga play a
took
whole
us
NBA game left-handed, bro.
took us to the
Dislocated his,
playoffs and tore his Achilles
Bruh.
and
Bruh.
shot two free throws.
Hey,
He
you
and
ain't
that,
talking about that Houston game?
that Golden State game.
Golden State with
When he
Kobe
popped his
Well,
Bryant.
Achilles,
Yeah.
hold
he
on.
didn't hit the
What
two
about
free
that
throws.
month? I thought he did he do that in that month when he averaged 40? when he dunked on Yao Ming. Y'all remember that? I
Oh
mean, he
yeah,
Yeah,
gave
he
yeah,
Yao
dunked on
Ming
Yao.
all of it in the game.
yeah. He came baseline on Yao too. He
Woo.
went. He came
That,
baseline on Yao.
straight up, straight
Kobe
the
dunked on
fuck up.
everybody.
Bing
Kobe
was
brought
that dude, man.
Michael Jordan Jr. That's the remake.
The only
That's the
reason Bean
remix
didn't
of Mike.
pass MJ, the only reason Bean didn't pass MJ and Chips is because Stern stopped him. It wasn't on the court that stopped him. It was political decisions made in the offices that stopped him. You know,
That's a
because he
fact.
wanted Chris Paul, had Dwight Howard, had Phil Jackson. You can't tell me that they wouldn't have been playing the Heat in the summer. But Stern knew, just like we all know, that if it got down to that, LeBron wasn't going to be able to get that chip from Kobe. That's why he did what he did. He
That's a
even
whole
wanted
fact.
Rondo and Boogie, and I
Man,
think
he
he
was
would have
Rose
did
Ball for
something with
3
them too.
years.
I
I
told
remember the
niggas.
puppets. I remember the
I
puppets. Remember the puppets. For 3 years,
yeah.
they was popping up the puppets. Man, for 3 years, Kobe was waiting on. Then they always want to say, "Well, what happened in 2011?" Okay, yeah, Kobe just went to the finals 3 straight years. Yeah, they got put out. It happened. We ain't giving no excuses. It happened. There's always excuses with this guy.
Man, the
So
man was on a triple finals run, bro. You know how exhausted that man was?
yeah, bro.
I told niggas, I said, yo, I said, the only reason why he ain't got 2 3-peats like Mike is because Andrew Bynum and Trevor Ariza hurt themselves in '08. They got hurt.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
we
And
didn't have them
look,
Chris Paul.
That's true, bro.
and
That's
when they
true,
played
OG.
Dallas in 11, it looked like the officiating got in there some kind of way. What I remember,
Nah,
you
not
know,
well.
the
Yeah,
whistle
that too.
started going Dallas way.
But not necessarily even that. Remember, they was going. He was going through the situation with his wife divorcing and all that, bro. When them niggas, when them bulls were snitching on each other and pillow talking to their girl and telling Kobe business and all that. Remember,
Hey,
and they
hey,
wasn't.
yo,
Yeah, they wasn't passing each other the ball. It was all kind of
and
crazy
if
mess.
you, hey, yo, and if you remember, right,
Another thing, yeah, go ahead.
in that series, remember the nigga Andrew Bynum's had a game where he had 12 blocks in that series, right? And they interviewed Andrew Bynum afterwards, and he said, "We're not going to be right until we fix what we need to fix internally." Right? Nobody
Yeah,
knew what was going on. Come to find out, Shannon Brown had fucked Paul Gasol's wife.
yeah,
It came out that Shannon
And
Brown slept with Paul Gasol's woman at that time, and they
Chris
said
Brown looking like
that was the locker room
Shannon Brown
issue,
had them ups.
and that was the locker room issue that Bynum alluded to without really saying nothing.
y'all kissed that Bron.
yeah, yeah,
Damn.
yeah. But
That,
still though, OG, no, we know that. We know what's what. We know what, but at the end of the day, no, we don't make excuses. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, no, yo, man, that was one of the greatest runs in the playoffs I ever seen by Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
take nothing from Dirk that
Bro.
year. Dirk was off that year.
If you think about it, bro, how many Hall of Famers did he eliminate? So you got Kobe Powell, you got the 3 on OKC, the 3 on Miami. That's 8
Pow,
Hall of
pow,
Famers.
pow. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Powell is the Hall of Famer. Yeah, yep,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Eight
He had,
Hall of Famers he eliminated.
yeah, he got all their heads on the shelf in the same year, y'all.
That's
yeah,
crazy, bro. That
He
that
got
that's
all
that's
those
one of the
heads on the
wildest
shelf in the same
championship
year.
runs for real, for real, for
That's
real.
one of the craziest playoff runs I ever seen. Dirk was
Yeah,
him.
bro. Yeah,
yeah.
Dirk. That ring put him
Dirk
up
was
against
unstoppable.
he,
what
he got
he up there with
Carmelo up there too
gorillas
now.
now. You feel me?
Hey yo, and listen, and you know what I
He
see?
mounted
Listen,
Carmelo's
he
head.
did, he did what I only seen 2 other players do: Hakeem Olajuwon and Nikola Jokic. They won it
Hmm.
all and didn't have a current All Star on their team as a teammate.
Hmm. Yep.
Nobody from Dallas made the All Star team that year, but Dirk.
Yep. That's a fact.
Hakeem didn't have another All Star
Man,
mate
I
in
think
94, 95.
Rick Carlisle, man, that championship he was pushing every correct button he pushed in that playoff run, bro. It was like he made every correct adjustment. He put out every correct lineup that would
And it was
steer
crazy
the
because
team's advantage, bro. Rick Carlisle coached a masterful job in that run
listen,
too.
and it was so satisfying seeing JJ Barrera bust LeBron in the ass. They couldn't do nothing with
Bro,
JJ
as a
Barrera.
Laker fan, bro, we
That
couldn't
makes
we
it
couldn't
fair
we
either.
couldn't play Bynum, bro. We couldn't play Bynum in that series. JJ Barea just kept cooking him in pick and rolls.
Cooking him.
Cooking
I
him.
said, this little motherfucker here. I said,
He
he's
was pissing me
serious.
off, man.
I
Pissed
said,
off, man.
I said, this little motherfucking Spanish boy, he's serious about this ball, y'all.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. This just in. LeBron James suffered a grade 2 MCL sprain. Look at the excuses building up, bro. Look
Man,
at
come
this
on,
bull
man.
crap, bro.
Here we
Oh
go.
my God. Here we
Here we
Hey,
go.
go.
Here we
you know
go.
my
Dave
favorite moment
McMenamin
is.
just reported. Suffered a
Hey, you
grade
know what's
2
my
MCL sprain in his left knee in
Did,
game 5. Oh
did
my
they have to
goodness.
sedate him
eh,
after the game?
Oh my
oh,
God.
hey, the gift just keep on giving. I'm gonna give y'all some of my favorite moments of him. One of my favorite ones is when he threw the alley oop to himself in the playoffs against and then against the Warriors, and then he come to the podium with a cast on. That's one of my favorite ones. And when he said he had that, when he said that he had that IQ since he was 8 years old. But it looked like you do have an 8 years. Hey, that's another thing that's being blown out. IQ, man, these dudes don't have the I. Man, only certain dudes to me have IQ, but that IQ word that gets overblown. Look, it just keep on giving because it's just more. It's just more. Man, we've been cooking this dude, like James say. Man, we've been cooking this dude so long, man, ain't no meat left, man. But y'all still want it, man. And I'm taking all contenders. It's a shame, man. It's an excuse, man. You can never. Hey, this is
Hey,
the first time I actually seen Jay Reed actually dapping somebody up. You know what? He had that same look on his face when he lost to the Mavericks. Like he was about to cry in the car.
huh, wow. No, I like the one when he showed up in the what was that, 2017 when they lost the first game to Golden State and he walked into the locker room with a satchel. Like, come on, bro, you
Forgot
carrying
about
a
that.
purse now? Who is you? Who is you? But maybe
Yes,
he got it from Dwayne
yes,
Wade.
sir
Who
did.
knows? shit,
And this is
shit,
another
wow.
thing too.
Yo,
All the
yeah.
narratives. This
He
got to
got it
be
from
said
Diddy. He
too.
got it from Diddy.
This got to be said too. To
Oh,
put fire to the fire, y'all.
ain't no
This
party
is
like
more
a
right
Diddy
here.
party.
We gotta start telling the truth. Look, everything that this story that they keep telling y'all is a lie. Let me give y'all another reason, right? Right. When Kobe won that championship, right? Dwayne Wade said called Jay Reed
Oh
was
man,
like,
there it is. There it is. Yep,
but
there it is.
can y'all remember? Can y'all remember? They've been saying this for years. Cause Nick wrong. I can't stand you. 'Cause I remember getting the Kansas City Star. You and Jason Whitlock. I remember my dad was like, son, go get the paper. Give him the paper. I always see your little faces on the newspapers, and y'all still be capping anyway to this day. But anyway, y'all been spreading them lies for years, talking about Boston Celtics was formed to beat LeBron. We already knew that was cap. We already knew because people knew KG was doing his thing in Minnesota in the Little Western Conference.
Yes,
Ray
but
Ray, Ray
Minnesota could
Ray,
not get out that first
Ray Ray,
round.
Damn.
Isn't it
Ray Ray,
crazy how the
and Ray Allen,
LeBron?
and Ray Allen also. A lot of people don't forget he played at UConn. Him and Allen Iverson had one of the best Big East championship games in that history. Got to be one of the top three, top four, top five moments. A lot of people don't remember he used to play at Milwaukee Bucks. A lot of people don't know. Then he ended up going to Seattle with Rashard Lewis and Luke Whitnire. They all carried. They was all franchise players, but a lot of people felt like Boston underachieved because they only got one. But the moral of the story is how the lie is all the lies that keep saying about this guy is just being revealed, and y'all fans still want to quote this stuff, but it's too much facts out there. Too much.
Hey, you know what else is crazy for the LeBron fans, bro? How it's on record. Dwayne Wade went out and said when Kobe won his fifth ring, he called LeBron and said, "Yeah, we can't let this happen no more." Like this is on record.
And it
This is
got
Yeah.
me
on
thinking.
record.
And
This
it
is on
got me
record, and
thinking
I
because
gotta and I gotta listen to
From
people in the comments
from
say me and these esteemed gentlemen on this panel are haters
it
because we
got
don't
me
have
really
LeBron as the
thinking.
GOAT. When
Check this out.
we heard
Check this
Dwayne
out.
Wade literally come out and say, "Yeah, me and LeBron teamed up so Kobe could stop winning rings."
And check
Come
this
on,
out. I'll never
man.
forget it. I'll
and
never
that
forget
and
it.
that and that can't.
Now it all makes sense. Check this out, y'all. I'm gonna let you go. Now I'm probably gonna let you go. It's on the tip of my tongue. Now it makes sense now. You remember the first time when they played each other? And you remember how Stan Van Gundy was like, I wish I would love to hear the conversation, and Kobe was talking all that junk, even though they were still getting his behind kid. Now it all makes sense. What Kobe probably was saying, you have to get all these dudes just to beat me.
Yeah,
I can,
right. Exactly.
yeah, because I remember. I remember the words. I remember the words they was going at each other. They was showing that you can actually slow it down, slow motion. But AJ Reed, hey y'all, hey, y'all forget one crucial evidence too. Remember when they won their first championship, right? What did Jay Reed said to Dwayne Wade when he whispered in his ear? It'll surprise y'all.
I don't know. What was it?
You gotta watch it and still watch it in slow motion and then just do it. I'm not gonna put it on here. It's just
I
more
bet,
evidence. It's just more
bet.
evidence about this guy. And like I keep
Oh
telling y'all,
man,
he show you
he
his
hit us
hand
with
all the
the
time.
cliffhanger.
You're right, right. Now I gotta go on
He hit us.
YouTube, pull it up, read the
You know what I'm
lyrics,
saying?
read the
Hey,
lyrics. What he's saying.
because it was crazy. Because the reason why I'm saying this because this is the thing. The reason why I'm saying this, 'cause I never forget when he wanted one of my friends' kids. You know, they was old enough to understand. They're like 9 and 10 years old, right? And they both looked at their mom and daddy like, "Did you just see what he just said to him?"
Hmm.
Well,
Hey
and it
Tyson
was like,
to address your
Hey,
comment. He said,
can
and
you
Kobe
said
never made the finals again. Yeah, because David Stern, Kobe would have had 7 rings if David Stern didn't veto that Chris Paul trade. But that's a whole other topic of discussion.
"Oh,
absolutely,
that's
absolutely. He would
That
have
would
that's
have
had
exactly
Chris
extended.
what
People
I'm
don't
Paul,
talking
understand.
Dwight
That would
about."
have
Howard,
extended
and
Kobe.
Phil
Kobe
Jackson.
would have never tore his Achilles because he would have never been. He would have never had to play
Never
43
caught
minutes a
that rape
night
case.
if Chris Paul was there.
That would
Yep,
kill
So
yep.
his
Kobe
career
too.
would have
That's why.
extended it like
eh,
2, 3 extra
Next
years.
thing you know, Jay Reed came
And,
on. 'Cause when Kobe caught that case,
and
there's
look,
one thing about Kobe made them talk about them again. I remember when ESPN used to call Jay Reed a king with no rings. Then it started being super soft.
King
Go
with
ahead.
no rings.
Hey, hey,
Man, look, he would have.
no, my fault. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
He,
My bad. My bad.
no, I was just gonna say that he would have got those more rings again had uh Jim Buss Jr. hired Phil Jackson.
Oh,
Y'all
okay.
remember
Yeah, I
that?
remember that
He,
time.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. He said Buss Jr. said that. Well, Phil Jackson acts like he knows more about basketball than I do. Guess what, clown? He does. But he let feelings get in the way, and I actually thought Jeannie Buss might do a better job. But we see she not, because she brought
Hey, you see
the
Phil
main
Jackson though
clown
get
to the
up,
show.
and not only that,
Go ahead.
this is another. I mean, Phil Jackson's a good coach, but he did some whole stuff behind the scenes. I ain't like how he did Melo in New York. You know what I mean? I
Oh
didn't,
man, for real.
a lot
I
of
mean,
people
I
don't
heard some
forget that.
things about
Yeah,
that, but you
yeah,
know
he
what?
did some whole
Look,
stuff.
I
Coaching
really
wise,
thought he was just trying to. I really thought he was trying to push Carmelo to be better from his position as general manager, because he wasn't the coach, so he ain't had that direct interaction like he had with Mike and Kobe and Shaq
but the
and you know
same
what I'm
thing.
saying, Pippen.
Knicks messed him
I
up
think
over
he was
too, though.
really
But check this out. But yeah, I get what you're saying. But check this out. The Knicks screwed over Melo when they let when it because as James call him the role player, I don't call him the role player. I call him Jay Reed from Akron. But
Jay.
um, but
Hey, that's one of that
he
movie, ain't it?
stole, yeah, for In Too Deep, yeah, for In Too
Hey,
Deep. But
hey,
Oh my
yo,
God, that's one of the
he
best
stole
movies
J.R.
ever
Oh, Jay
made.
Smith.
Reed.
Yeah,
yo,
I
You
call
ain't
him
no
Jay
hey,
cop.
Reed. Yeah, yeah,
hey,
You
what y'all think
You
about
ain't
this
no
though?
cop.
he ain't no cop.
You ain't no basketball player.
What what y'all think about this, right? Do y'all think that if Kobe if David Stern didn't, veto that shit, right, with Chris
Chris
Paul,
Paul.
Oh yeah,
do
yeah.
y'all think that what would be the narrative if we would have won in '08 and all that, or 2011?
Oh, bro,
it,
2011.
I say to this day,
What
I say to this day,
man?
the two biggest what ifs in NBA history is if Kobe won it in '08 and if Ray Allen doesn't make that shot, because Tim Duncan would be 6-0 in the finals
you
too
know,
if Ray
that's a
Allen
fact.
doesn't make
Hey,
that
or
shot.
hey,
So to
hey,
me,
hey, you
Kobe,
can't
yeah, my fault.
you can add to that if MJ don't retire. I just
Retire
want to
too,
add
yeah,
that.
right. He might win 8 in a row.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
might have
yeah.
won 8 in a row. Like,
What?
yeah, facts. But in regards to the Kobe, bro, like I said it earlier, I was like, he would have did it would have helped his case tremendously if he would have won that '08 title, because it would have been the same thing as Jordan.
Yeah.
Two separate three-peats, two different teams. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
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 man.
yeah.
No, but I'm talking about. I'm mainly talking about, like, what was that? 20, that was 2011, right?
Oh, what
2011
2011? Yeah, with the
with
Chris
with
Paul.
with,
Yeah,
with Chris
Yeah.
Paul.
yeah.
So what you think the new narrative would have been later on down the line, would have been, oh, he went and got Chris Paul.
But he didn't, right? It was a trade. It wasn't like
No,
no
he was a
free
free
agency,
agent. Yeah.
and he recruited him. It was a trade. They got Dwight Howard, and then they
You
were gonna get Chris Paul, and that was gonna be the new big three: Chris Paul, Dwight, and
man,
Kobe.
the filthiest
And
thing
then
about that whole situation is that
and Dwight
is
was
that
hurt too. He had two bum shoulders that year.
the New Orleans Hornets was owned by the league.
By the league,
So
yeah,
Yeah,
the
yep.
yeah.
yeah. So the GM of the Hornets made the trade. Now, if the league owns the team, David Stern, in no form or
Could veto
fashion,
it.
whether it's as
Yeah,
commissioner or anything else, should be stepping in to make a decision that stops the trade for that team, because you should be a silent partner, because you just the money. Because the reason you back that is because you don't want to lose another team from the Western Conference. So I get that part, but stay out of the basketball decisions. But
Right.
he
David Stern didn't
also
want Kobe.
saw
He
the
didn't want Kobe to surpass Jordan, bro. Simple.
Yeah,
That's
exactly,
my
and he
conspiracy thought on it.
Janie Janie Buss was
and he
telling that
wanted to
bogus
open the
ass
door.
story.
Oh yeah, I heard that shit. Yep,
She was
yep,
telling that bogus
that
ass
bullshit.
story, basically defending David Stern, though. Like, I'm like, what
Yep,
are you talking about, man?
she don't
Come
believe
on, that
purple
was
and gold.
bogus. He's still, bro. You can still do business and be quiet, bro. Chill, fall back, let that shit ride out. And then
But it's
Yeah, yeah,
crazy
yeah.
though.
Hey man,
This
the
man
best
gets
businessmen move in
everybody.
silence, bro. That's
and
one
then
thing I
another
know.
Man,
thing, she revealed that every owner at that meeting was mad that the fact that Lakers was the only team that was getting the first dibs on Chris
Chris
Paul.
Paul.
So
That's
how does
where he
that make
wanted to
sense?
go.
Yeah, like, come on, man, that shit don't make no sense. Come on, man, it's like
And
it's
then
like
and then
it's
you know what
contradictive.
the salt in that wound though is when they turn right around and let him go to the Clippers. I'm like,
Exactly.
son of a bitch.
Right.
How
He
the
still went in
I mean
L.A.
it wasn't, I don't even think it was the next year, it was the same fucking summer. My bad, y'all. I ain't mean to curse. Uh,
hey, that's why Chris Paul.
bro,
That's why Chris Paul don't have no rings though, man. We
absolutely.
already know Chris Paul. Chris
Absolutely.
Paul had to be the fall at the end of the thing. Yeah, he has some misfortunate, injuries, and it's just a part of it. I don't use it as an excuse for nobody, but we live in a time now where they judge
They
basketball teams if
they
healthy.
around that time they said that Brian was hating on that situation too. They said that Brian was trying to tell Chris
Allegedly,
Paul. They said
ain't
Bron
trying to get
was
sued.
trying to he was trying to get still was trying to get Chris Paul on the Heat. He was begging that nigga to come on the Heat.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
yeah, yeah. That's where
Yep.
it came. Look,
He said, "Don't go play
man.
with
That
Cole. Don't go play
banana
with
boat
Cole."
trip.
Hmm.
He was telling him, "Don't go play with Cole. Don't go play with Cole. What you want to help him more, win more championships? Don't go
But
play
y'all
with
remember
Cole."
though.
No,
Y'all remember that
I want
signs
to.
when
He
they
should have told him,
signed.
"I want to win the championship." That's why I'm
Right.
going over there.
Y'all remember when they signed? They killed Carmelo Anthony because he went to New York and wanted to do it his way. You know what
Right.
I mean? They killed him in the media. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then now everybody acting like, oh yeah, he went there. He went there to compete. Y'all wasn't saying that back then. It's too much.
Man,
Y'all was killing him for not going and playing, joining up with the super team. He could have went to Chicago. That would have been
yo,
crazy with him and D Rose. That would have been
yo,
crazy.
I respect Melo so much, but I just like he made my whole my whole case for him died when he went and joined us. He came to us and and with play with Brown. Why would you do that? And then he screw you over
You know
by
what? Y-
kicking you off, and then they want a chip. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Yo,
what are you doing, bro? You should have
I
just
think,
stand
man.
on
I
business
think
and
he was
say,
just
yo,
man.
bro, like
You,
man, that man had a good situation because at the end of the day, yeah, you fucked up, you took the money, you ain't want to, you know what I'm saying? All right, cool. At the end of the day, you stood on business, you ain't want to join no super team, all that, da da da. Stand on
yeah.
it. Win rings or not, with a ring or not, bro.
But
Stand on business, bro. Because at the end of the day, I could always use you as an example. Well, he stood on business. He ain't take the bait and joined
yeah.
the banana boat crew and all that. You see what I'm saying? But dog, you just fucked the
Hey,
whole
he
joint up
had
by
he had his
joining with him to go win a chip, bro. At the end of your career, what are you doing?
Melo had a chance to join up with Kobe when he was out there in Denver.
I'm glad
But
he didn't,
I
because that would
think
have been
that's
a
when he
nasty
chose New
marriage.
York.
I'm glad he
Hell
didn't.
yeah,
I'm
but
glad he didn't. I'm glad he didn't, bro.
yeah, I think that's when he chose New York. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because he
I'm just
left
glad he
Denver. But
didn't.
Yeah, he from New
where
York
they
too.
really
So
fucked Melo? Yes, and played for Syracuse and won national championship for Syracuse. But where they
hmm
really fucked Melo is when he was out before he came to Portland. He was out the league for 2 years, right?
they got that ball.
He was gonna be the all time leading scorer first. The same way they robbed him of being Rookie of the Year when he took his team to the
Yeah, man.
playoffs, and LeBozo as the I ain't catch the name, bro, but I like that as Jay Reed from Ohio stole it. They let
And
him
not
get the
only
Rookie of
that,
the Year
and
when it was clearly
and not
Melo.
only that, and not only that, he was Western Conference Rookie of the Month every single month, and did not win Rookie of the Year. Let that sink in.
Incredible, incredible. Golly. And you know what's even more jacked up is, I get the sense from the panelists, Ticket, Sino, we all love the game. Whether we played in high school, college, or just hella pickups. We all actually love the game. These clowns don't, man. The business suits don't. You know what I'm saying? The tattooed one, he definitely don't. Shit is lame, bro. Shit is real lame.
That's
You
why I'm
know
not
when
a soap
when
opera.
MJ when MJ was playing, you know, you could get a pickup game anywhere, and people trying to go for it. But now, it ain't the same. I mean, I ain't that age, but it ain't the same.
Uh, I see them. They be playing out here where I'm at in West Coast. I see more kids out here play than I be hearing my friends like wherever they at. They're like the kids don't even go outside. They just but like parks ain't like it was. When we was growing up. When I was growing up, shoot, I grew up watching Magic. Kareem. I watch. I can name players that was on a bench that people don't even remember. When they had Adrian Branch, when they had They had Michael Thompson, and they had Michael Cooper, and then they had uh I said Adrian Branch, Michael
Kurt
Thompson,
Rambis.
Kurt Ram. Yeah, I can't forget about Rambis, man. Yeah, I've been watching the Lakers for years, man. I
He
told
was
y'all
like
this the Lakers.
what Mark what was that dude name? White dude name that the Lakers had when Shaq and Kobe was doing that three-peat.
Mark Masson, Mark Masson.
Yeah,
He's coaching
yeah,
now in
yeah. He
college.
was their
Yeah.
new school. He was their new school Kurt Rambis.
I mean, I'll never forget when they won that championship and he was dancing, man. That done had me in tears. They had him up there getting it
Yeah,
on.
those were good times.
Like, that was that,
Those were
and this
good
is
times.
and we just telling
Go
the
ahead,
truth
my
here
bad.
because I was out there. I was out there the first 2 years when the Lakers won their first two chips, and I remember how they used to. Kobe never got his respect. Y'all want to talk about if we want to elevate him? Nobody elevate him. All this stuff that y'all be coming out with, y'all fan base, y'all new modern day people. Y'all came up with all these stories. Nobody didn't care about Havlicek, 8-0. We always pay respect. We always pay homage. Y'all don't pay homage because look at everything that's been taken out in life itself, and that twinkles down. Now look at sports. Now, if you're a strong father, you don't get, and you're a strong black man, and you don't get that credit. But you're a single mother. They show that. They want that. But you got a strong black father, strong black mother together. They don't like that. They don't like that. And then when you know who you are, like Melo did, that's why he's out the league. We mentioned that a couple of years ago, during that time when he was blackballed, where he's supposed to be in an all time list and everything like that. We done streams on that, so there's video evidence. So we ain't capping. This ain't no ooh, hey, man. We've been talking about this stuff, man. I don't see how y'all dudes think JV from Akron is the best one, man. That's how I know, man. Y'all really like Granddad from Boondocks, man. Y'all really like Granddad. It could be right there. It's right there in front of your face. He's telling on himself, man. I don't watch none of his stuff. Nothing. I don't none of it. Anything that he came out with it. There's too many people on YouTube that's gonna articulate. I don't see how y'all even have the time. Because if I don't like you, I ain't gonna watch you. But that's how we know all this stuff. So I got a question for Steve Nash. Hey, Steve Nash, are you interviewing for a new job, man, or something, man? That's because uh, the Lakers got JJ Redick being doing that. So are you gonna be next?
JJ Redneck. He's a clown.
We already
And
know
and
that.
you know what? That last series ended just how it should have with Rudy Gobert, who they was raking over the clothes for not being a player. Which I don't think he should have got 4 Defensive Player of the Years, but somebody like that, someone real nondescript and ain't making a real Hall of Fame impact in the league, put the Lakers out.
And not only that, I got to
I
give this
know,
dude some credit too. Julius Randle, he was drafted by the Lakers. He played with Kobe.
bruh, and he
And
played.
y'all notice,
That's why he gave
y'all
it to
notice
him.
something too. You notice something too. Anytime the Lakers got rid of somebody or a player left for free agency, when they come back and play the Lakers in Jay Reed's era, tenure with the Lakers, who I put the video out
They got.
yesterday that his tenure
Yep.
has been this Lakers tenure has been an epic failure in all proportions, man. Look how many times the dude's been eliminated in the first round. If it wasn't for the playing tournament, you wouldn't even gonna make the tournament. You was y'all need to go back to 1 through 8 too, man. This 1 through 10,
Bruh,
one play and stuff, man. Man, go back to 1 through 8. You don't make the playoffs, try again next year.
that's it,
It benefits
man. I
you.
was,
It
I was
benefits you. It
when I,
benefit him. It was okay. But then when it didn't benefit you, you want to get mad because you had to play. And I don't want to hear it, man. They did Darvin Ham wrong. They did him dirty. They did that man dirty. He should have got fired. Now I'm first take. Y'all just giving this man all the ultimate excuses. I mean, how many roster overhauls? I told y'all what he was going to do to the Lakers when Ticket put it out on here. When he signed with the Lakers, go listen to that stream. I said there's two fans out here, and y'all people need to stop saying Laker fans. They are J. Reed fans, real Laker fans. We are laughing because they got their ass whooped. We seen this shit coming.
Bro, I was so dude. I'm in the ATL, bro, and I was so fucking mad when they got LeBron. I'm like, dude, why is y'all signing him? Because he is
Got
not
family
gonna
out there.
do or
He's from them,
be.
Charlie.
Oh, for sure. But
Yeah, I'm from
man,
Georgia.
dude,
Yeah,
you know what? I felt like when Tupac went to Death Row, I knew it wasn't gonna end well. I just knew it. I didn't know it was gonna end like it
yeah, I
did, but I
remember
knew it
that.
wasn't gonna end well. Yeah, and
Right.
when LA got
That's the outcome
LeBron,
of
I'm
it.
like, this ain't gonna end well. You got this bozo out here. He did y'all see them play the last regular season game against Golden State when this clown ran into the lane full speed into Kaminga and just fell on the ground?
Hmm.
And they
Oh,
called the
my
foul
favorite
on
one.
Kaminga. Man,
Hey,
come
my
on,
favorite
man.
one. Hey, he got too many of them. My favorite one when Jason Tatum. He had like he got hit in the face by Jason Tatum.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
finally,
When
and my other
when the
favorite
air hit
moment.
his
My other
beard.
favorite moment also, and also my favorite moment is, hey, Jay Reed, man. When it's in Boston Garden, you've been having some epic moments at Boston Garden when you was on the ground. You said you heard it pop. I'm still waiting on that. When you gonna have that ankle surgery, man. But you went to
I
the
know, right?
PCP allegedly, so just
No, no. My
gifts
my
keep on
most
giving. So this dude
favoritist.
have an incident. So that story really real. Did they whatever that dude's name is? He really did say that he had an MCL tear. Jay Reed, is that what we're hearing?
You
Is
ain't
that
no
really
cop.
real? Oh y'all really trolling today? I gotta look that up.
Man, my favorite, most favoritist moment is it's in Boston Garden too. When they didn't call that foul at the end of the game, and
Oh,
he threw a straight temper tantrum. A temper tantrum.
man,
And look, I ain't even saying he didn't get fouled. Yeah, bro, you got fouled. But you got
hey,
overtime.
stop it,
Make them pay in
stop it.
overtime. That's what Kobe
It
would have
shouldn't
did.
even.
He would have made, and MJ, he would have made their ass pay for it. But
It
this
shouldn't even
clown, he
happen.
on the ground, on you on both knees. Not that one knee would have been okay, but you on both knees. Holy man, I'm talking about. Did y'all seen the still shot? It's a
Oh,
still shot out there. That situation, and Phil Handy just looking at him like, "Nigga, get up!
it ain't
What
even
is you
worry about
doing?
that.
Get up!" Huh?
Hey, that shouldn't even happen. That shouldn't even happen. You know why that shouldn't even happen? Because a lot of people don't understand. He leads the league in turnovers, right? And this another
Yup.
thing y'all JV fans got to stop saying. I've been hearing he does stuff on a high efficiency. Man, other than 3 feet from the
Oh,
basket, I never seen a player like him get uncontested shot. Kobe, they had to guard Kobe. You wasn't gonna leave Kobe. What all the great ones that really played that game. Kobe,
oh yeah,
scores like
yeah. They ain't walking
Scores
away.
like
What you
Dominique Wilkins,
what you
Tom
saying is
Chambers,
they
players like that.
what you saying
LeBron,
is
Mitch Richmond.
defenders ain't walking away from these people that you naming. You know what I'm saying? They ain't
Right.
walking away. They up in their grill and they trying to be inside their shirt because they know what it is. This clown, they let him stand there at 3 point. That shit that happened out there in Denver. What, last year?
Hmm.
I think it was last year when they were saying it could have been like the MJ shot over Byron Russell. No, because he ain't gonna hit the shot. And we know that from before Miami. That he ain't the one. They had to make him telling him in the All-Star game, shoot it. Your
Not
peers
only
telling
that,
you to shoot it.
not only
Come
that,
on,
his
man.
game.
It's
Not
dope.
only that, his game is getting exposed. Let's just go to these playoffs. You had Anthony Edwards on you, and you couldn't back him down, score over him. You
That's it.
like I'm stopped. Let's just stop this stuff, man. Talking about this dude. I don't
Do
care how many.
you
I don't care how many. I don't care how many. First teams,
you
second teams, all of that. When you play in sports, you want to win. You want to win the whole thing. You didn't like second place. I'm so old. I remember they used to give us ribbons. First place ribbon, second place, and third place. I always wanted the first place ribbon. I didn't want that second place.
bruh, how you how you getting blocked by Mike Conley?
Yeah, that was another. Hey, he just
How you
hey,
get and you right under the basket, nigga? You 6'9" and you get rejected by Mike Conley?
make it some
Come
more
on,
foul
man.
about that. Make it more foul about it. 'Cause you remember when Nate Robinson, he had hops. Nate Robinson used to play football at Washington, at
Yeah,
UW. And
yeah,
Mike Conley is nowhere near the athlete of Nate Robinson. And you got blocked by Michael Conley,
at
man. I
all.
don't want to hear it. Stop it at all. He just get
And
man. This
and
dude gets
what
exposed. Free lane.
and what was it?
I never seen a
Two
player.
games
He
later,
get it. Go ahead.
Dante. Yeah, I was just gonna say 2 games later, Dante DiVincenzo got him. Hey, man, come on, man. What are we doing?
I wanna
Come
I
on.
wonder how Bronny
Hey,
feels when he see his daddy get hit down on the ground like that so many times. I wonder. Another thing. This is why. Yes, I did call him a Make a Wish Foundation kid. I'm standing on that. Hey, because
no,
you remember when
absolutely.
because I'm finding it very interesting. If you remember ESPN used to have the Make a Wish Foundation kid. I ain't see one this year because I guess it was Bronny. So I just put that. I
Cause
just put
it's
that.
Bronny.
Okay. That's allegedly. But
Golly,
listen,
man.
coach, y'all, if y'all can't take a joke already. He's like Carlson when he shoots, man. When he shoots, I don't care, man. And you know what? Two Ball made shout out to my boy Two Ball. He made a great point. He made an excellent point. They always talk about this man needs help. Bronny's occupying a roster spot. Like you
Mm-hmm.
can't use that
Mm-hmm.
roster spot to find a better. It's just they want it both ways. Listen. I told y'all when he was gonna go to the Lakers, they was gonna be a different team every single year. Only time it wasn't was last year. Was last year.
Wow.
He got Luka Doncic. He got Luka Doncic now.
But
Okay.
hey, but really it is because shit, they got rid of Darvin Ham.
Yeah.
I get what you're
How many
saying.
coaches?
You know what I'm saying? Because you're talking about the
When I
players,
said that,
but
when I said that back then, listen, fam, when I said that back then, I was public enemy number one on here. Dudes that I know they don't even speak to me to this day because I said that, bro.
hey, 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 I was
It's like,
public
man,
enemy
okay,
number 1 2 weeks ago
yeah,
when I said put Dalton Connect in. Elder was like, "See, now you playing. We was having a good conversation till you said that. But what you got to lose? The clowns you putting out there, they ain't doing it. But like I said earlier in this stream, they couldn't put Connect out there in no meaningful minutes because if he had any success, it's gonna make Bronny look like trash. Even though Bronny the second round pick, so he got drafted after Connect. But if his son can't play himself into being above Connect, you can't put Connect out there. And then you try to trade the man.
hey, I watched this man
He
career. I watched him at Northern Colorado. He went to Northern Colorado first, and then he ended up going to Tennessee and made a name for himself at Tennessee. The dude can play, man. But then at the same
oh
time,
yeah.
'cause I
Hey,
watched Father.
did he have a game this year where he had 34 points? Or was it 38?
Yeah, I mean, but this is the thing, though. This is one thing that cracks me up with Jay Reed, though, and the thought process is always want to build a team around him, right? You got shooters on your
Mm-hmm.
team, but then at the same time, you don't want to let this shooter play it. You actually got a dude that's proven he can play, he can score with the best of them if you give him opportunity. But again, it comes down to coaching. Coaching in this league is very bad. They got rid of the coaches in this era. Look at the point guard play.
Mm-hmm.
All the, I've been saying this a long time ago on here. These dudes ain't point guards. These dudes are shooting guards, man. That happens to play the point.
That's
Just because you
playing point.
dominate the basketball.
Yeah.
Just because you dominate the basketball don't mean that don't mean you're a point guard. I was arguing with a dude. Dude was arguing with me about a couple of years ago. They was like, Luka is a point guard. Like, no, he's not. Just
No,
because you
he's
play the
not.
point guard
And
don't
neither.
mean you're not a point.
Hey, next time
So
somebody say that to you, ask them, where's Nikola Jokic a point guard? No, he's not. But where he at, he always got the ball. You know what I'm saying? So let's let it be what it is and call it for what it is. Cause, bruh,
he got dunked
I
on by
will give him
since we
this.
talk
That,
about Denver Nuggets. Since we talking about the Denver Nuggets, I remember when Jamal Murray dunked on him last year in the playoffs and he flexed on
bruh, bruh. Yeah, that felt great.
him. Man,
I
I was
really
laughing so
enjoyed
hard.
that. I really enjoyed that. Oh man,
And
shit!
it
It was
was
what about
also
3 years ago?
go
Somebody
ahead.
caught an alley on him with two hands. I'm trying. I think it was Portland. Were they playing Portland? It was an
It
alley
was
with
probably,
two hands.
that was probably Jaden Sharp probably did it to him. Probably was Sharp. It had to be
Bruh.
Sharp. Cause Sharp, he be putting dudes on the poster. I live out here in Oregon. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So yeah, Sharp. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. Hey, they gonna
Portland,
bring. You think they gonna bring a team back to Seattle?
man, they should have never took that team from away from Seattle. That dude from Oklahoma, or
No,
that
they
dude from
shouldn't.
Oklahoma City. That happened. Like I remember, like I know a lot of people out here that that's from Seattle. And they always tell me, man, 'cause I remember that story like it was yesterday. He sat there and promised the city of Seattle that he wasn't going to leave. That man left SoCal midnight, and then had a press conference the next morning saying they're going to OKC. Man, that hurt the town. That tore the town down. But I guarantee you, in Seattle, they out there hooping. Washington,
Yeah.
Washington, California, and out here where I'm at, these kids out here, they be hooping. I don't know how they is down south. I'm like, man, these kids out here be hooping in the rain because out here it's a lot of rain. They be out here hooping in the rain full court,
Man,
just
they
like how we
down
used
here
to do
trying to
back in the
shoot
day.
like Steph Curry, but it ain't the same. Like, bruh, all the
Yeah,
courts were full back in the day. Not now. I'm right about the same course I used to play on, and they ain't out there like that. That's why I was
it's
saying
crazy. They ain't
MJ.
like that in ATL. That's
Yeah,
crazy though, man. Because ATL got a lot of great parks out there, man. A lot of
oh yeah,
legendary parks out
like
there,
bruh,
man.
it was
Dudes
like
don't
that
hoop
back
out
in
there
the
no
day.
more. That's sad.
Not like it used to be. We used to have this spot called Run and Shoot that was indoors
Yeah,
and
run and
had
shoot.
like
Yeah, indoors. Yeah,
had like eight, 10 courts, weight room, all that. Open 24/7. You could always get a game. That shit gone. It's something
yeah.
called the Metroplex now.
Man, they
Shit,
don't got
wow.
run and shoot no more. Then it's bad, bro. When they ain't got run and shoot, man, you can always get you a game at
Yeah.
run and shoot any time of the day. And I'm telling you, better be ready to play when you go in there.
Or night. Or
Yeah, and
night.
it don't matter any time of the day. You can get it. You can get that smoke.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why
But
hot sauce used to be in there.
it ain't the
That's why
same.
hot sauce made his name. That's why hot sauce got his name from working out in that facility, doing all his little tricks.
Wow. So y'all
Hot
have
sauce.
run and shoot out there?
No, I know. I'm talking about down in Georgia. I'm talking about hot sauce. I'm from Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
Oh,
family
okay.
off.
That's how you
I
heard
got
about it. For sure. For sure.
yeah. They just tell me story.
Yeah,
My nephew
man.
tell me. My nephew tell me that story. I already knew that already, man. You forget how old I am, man. Like just because I don't live in the hey, man, don't know how to. Man, you better go on somewhere. He always be letting me know what's up though. So he didn't think I knew that, but I knew
Yeah.
about that, bro. I know about house sauce, man. I know about run and shoot. Been in there a couple times and played. That was
Right.
one of the dopest things I ever seen in life. Was that? And I've been
What?
everywhere hooping.
Yeah. It would be
That was like the
NBA
coolest
players in
thing
there. They
ever.
might not be the stars, but it'd be some
Right.
cats coming through. You know what I'm
You can
saying?
tell an
But yeah,
NBA player from a casual player too, because there's levels to this.
yeah, yeah. But you could always find the game. Now that shit,
Mm-hmm.
they ain't doing that.
I
They
can't
going
believe
to
it.
find PlayStation. But your boy Kobe, when I knew he was the man, they were playing Sacramento, and this wasn't even no playoff game. This was a regular season game, and this nigga went through the lane, and I'm thinking what I'm about to say, that he ain't gonna dunk it. And before it could get out my lips, he was slamming that bitch through the goal. I knew right then he was gonna be what we end up seeing. You know what I'm
That Fro
saying?
Kobe was something.
And
That
that
Fro
ain't,
Kobe was different, bro. That Fro Kobe was different. The 24 Kobe
yes,
was more smarter and I'm still gonna be able to
matured.
get to my spot. He was so mature. And look at that team
Yeah,
though. Everybody was talking about teams. Look at that last Kobe team that went to the finals in 3 straight years. Look out. Only one that last ended up having a career after that was Paul Gasol. Because George, shout out to George Foreman. I remember Sasha Vujic. Um, they had Powell, DJ Binga,
shit.
Luke, Luke
Ariza had a
Walton.
career
I
after
remember,
that. I
he
hate
went to
Ariza
Houston. That's
left.
why the reason wanted to get his bread at that time. I remember he was talking. Remember he had that conversation on the knuckleheads at that time.
Oh yeah,
You
and he got
that's why
paid, but
they
damn,
ended up getting
I wanted
Artest.
him to stay.
Yeah, he would have been.
Artest wasn't no
Yeah,
bitch though.
yeah.
Artest,
He
man,
ended up getting Artest.
Artest.
And
Had they had
people
Artest
forget how
on
Artest was
08, they would
cold.
have won.
I'm so old. I
And
remember
you know
Ron
what?
Artest was in Nas video. Nas like he had the whole St. John's team on that video.
Wow. Yeah,
Yo,
Artest was
just
true.
look it up. You can look it up. You can look it up on YouTube. Artest was a beast, bro. He could do it all. When he was at Indiana, man, that dude was a
Yeah.
monster, bro.
And you better not
I
throw
think
no
they.
wood on him.
Oh man, I
Better
never
not
forget
throw
that.
nothing
I
on him.
never forget that. I never forget that game, man. 'Cause that a lot of people don't know, man. That Pacers team, that was the Reggie's to me. That was his best chance of winning it. 'Cause they had a squad that year. Jamal Tinsley was killer.
Yeah.
He was, and then
Captain Jack,
then they had Captain Jack. Then had
Jermaine
Jermaine
O'Neal.
O'Neal. A lot of people forget, man. Jermaine O'Neal was behind all them bodies, all them big men in
Mm-hmm.
Portland. Him and Zach Randolph. Then cause they still had Brian
Uh-huh.
Grant, they had Stacey Ogman. Them boys had some bigs over there in Portland, man. And they had
Yeah, they
Rasheed.
did. Yeah, they did.
Them boys
And then they had
they
the
had some
Pippen.
bigs.
You
And
you forgot they had Pippen. And
yeah,
that's how
and
you
they
know.
had Daniel
Look, I ain't
Stoudemire, and
saying
they had
Pippen
Steve
ain't
Smith.
good. Look, I ain't saying Pippen ain't good and he ain't a Hall of Famer, but how, the fanboys try to lift him up, to these heights he couldn't get to by himself. He had MJ Bulls without MJ, didn't get it done. He went out there to Portland with everybody you just listed, didn't get it done. Even though they got close, but he couldn't get them past the Lakers. Okay, so and then he went to you in Houston with Barkley and Olajuwon,
Oh, Barkley.
and people
Yeah.
couldn't get it. I'm just saying,
Hey, you know what beat
they
them
try to
though?
make.
Stockton got him. Stockton hit him with that
Oh
jumper,
yeah,
man. If not, they was going to the
oh yeah,
finals. That would have
Stockton
been
and Malone.
crazy. They would
Yo,
have, yeah. Stockton hit that shot, and that's why I don't understand. Like, that's why I don't compare these new. I always said this. These players, man. I don't. There is some great players in this era, which is very true. But I don't put these players over the players I've seen. It's levels to this, man.
yeah,
Them players play them players back then. They played all preseason games. They played every
yes.
minute of them. They took it seriously.
Four
There were no
four
excuses. There
games
was
in
no
5 nights.
excuses. Yeah,
This this
if
this
I'm
how
going out
this
there,
how far
man, it's levels to it.
this this how far your boy don't know about the game. You heard what on Mind the Game with Steve Nash when he was talking about how our fans wouldn't like if they could see the game in the past, they would see why they wouldn't like it.
I don't
And
watch
that
that show, but I heard what he
then
said. Yeah,
I Yeah, I don't watch it either. But and I heard what he said, and he said that BS about you know they what back then when they was watching the game, you might catch a game a week or something like that, bruh. Back then, back then you got at least 4 games during the week, and if you had the local team, you get like 6 games during the week, and on the weekend you
Not
get all the games on Sunday. But he talking
not
about
only
you only
that,
watching 1 game a week, dude. That's football. That's not basketball. Fuck is you, man? Think you need to go.
and that's why a lot of people really think this dude is an industry plant because it's amazing though. But check this out, fam. They. I never seen. We never done this when we was growing up. They never killed Magic Johnson for playing for Kareem. They don't even kill Bill Russell. And Bill Russell played all. He played with Hall of Famers. All everybody in his whole team was Hall of Famer. But we don't disrespect the
No,
players back then for it. But this is just the point that I'm making is that everybody that really understand the game, we watched the game. We seen how them players was. I remember growing up as a kid, being a teenager, going outside playing, and we knowing that the playoffs was coming on because we know Chicago, the Knicks, the Miami, the Lakers. It didn't matter who it was. We knew what it was. That was so much excitement for us. And then after the games, we back out there try to mimic the stuff that they was doing in the games back then.
absolutely,
And
absolutely,
it's like this
man.
lady told me
Remember
this
that?
the other day.
Remember that first Jordan tape?
Yeah,
Remember that first Jordan? Man, we used to watch that shit every day after school. Then go right outside.
come fly with me.
Go right
Oh yeah.
outside.
Man, I remember the
Was
videos back then though. I remember that video when they was asking the players back then, and I didn't understand why they was asking them, but then I was like, oh, so because I remember they was asking players back then, do you want to team up, and everybody's like, oh, why I want to team up with such such? Well, I want that's my competition. I remember when the All Star games
yeah.
used to be serious because a lot of people don't understand. Back then, the East and the West, it was so competitive. It was so competitive because you might be the best on this side. I'm gonna show you the reason why I'm the best person. And everybody, it was personal. It was personal. You
Yeah,
seen that.
yeah.
You seen
I
that.
got to the All Star game for a reason. Yeah, absolutely.
I, I see more competition in the boys and girls McDonald's All American game do I do in the NBA All Star game.
Uh, that's sad. Until they let Bronny in there, right? Good
Nah, it
night.
is. Hey,
What are we doing?
hey, he's in there. It is what it is. I'm not hating. He got in there. Okay, fine. But at the same time, you can't. I'll tell y'all, people like to say stuff and they didn't want to hide their hand. I'm gonna tell you why. He sat there and said that his son is better than such and such, such such in the league or whatever. Okay, and then
Yeah,
everybody,
yeah,
and
Nick.
then everybody else in
Yeah, Nick.
Draymond, who got two first names. Never. I never trust a dude got two first names though either. I was taught that too though, man. Because yeah, everyone
You
we
tripping.
know, everyone's I know that are like that. Yeah, they're very similar. Talking about you don't have to respect nobody. You don't have to respect this, and nobody don't have to respect you. My thing with
And I
my
want
thing
my
is
damn respect too.
my thing with
Like
the
a
Raymond.
clown.
My thing with the Raymond is this. You talk about Jay Reed more than you talk about Steph Curry. You defend him, you defend Jay Reed
Yeah,
more than
yeah.
your own teammate that brought you championships. I don't say if I'm Steph,
Mm-hmm.
boy, I know Steph taking a high road, but I'm just like, man, nah, stay over there where you been at. But you looking real to me. You look, hey, that's why I know people say, hey, you had an interesting summer though too, because I remember Trisha Thompson. Hey, it's actual factual information. You can't get mad at factual information. That you got slapped up in
Yes,
the
they
club.
can.
And, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, they
You
can.
got slapped. You got you got slapped in the club, and then not only that, then next thing I know, that summer you slime a clutch. I might do like, is that's what you're doing now? I understand. I understand. Yeah, I don't hate the man, but he gets his brothers, he gets his people paid. We get all that. But look, y'all want to say that tearing down another black man. Look how many black families this man has sat there destroyed. Did I ever sit there to ever think about that?
Yeah, really.
Ever, ever. No,
Or
they don't do
or
that.
a or the fake hate crime that he perpetrated. Cause, bro, I
Yeah.
mean, your house in what is it, Brentwood or Beverly Hills? It's one of them, and so a racial slur was painted on your house, and not one picture. It ain't
Hey,
no
not only
video that
that,
caught somebody walking away. I mean, nothing. But you telling
this
us
is
that my house cleaners or whoever cleaned it up after they called you and told you about it? Man, come on.
that's true.
He the Justin Smollett of the NBA. That's what he is.
Hey, he should
Shit
have to
Harbour,
taste like
man.
Johnson for minutes. He should have to taste like Johnson, like for minutes of society. We're gonna see what cocaine gonna do when the police got to turn in when the police get a hold of this tape. He should have pulled out the tapes, man. Nobody don't believe.
You
This is
know
what
you
I'm
done fucked
saying,
up.
man. This is what
You
I be
know you done
saying. Like
fucked up, don't you?
this man been telling on himself. Like he is literally telling on himself and his fans, and this is how so much the media used to have so much great integrity. But once Stuart Scott died, and once a lot of them people start leaving their network,
Yeah,
doing their own
yeah,
thing. Now I just gotta keep it real. Even though some that did leave, some of them I did not like either. But but because once they good, I don't know they whole story of why. There's only a couple of them I do like, but you already know when it comes to this dude right here, man. Look, the Lakers are out the playoffs. They don't need to be talked about no more. They don't. They don't. Because the more you keep putting this dude in your face, the more exposure he gets. He's playing all this time, and this man, look at his tenure with the Lakers. This is his third first round exit.
yes, in a row,
Y'all,
ain't
y'all
it?
want to
Oh
say
no,
this?
it's two in a row.
Y'all, y'all want to say this so bad, but Jordan got his behind kick. Okay, that's fine. This is my rebuttal to that. Jay Reed didn't even get a chance to get his butt kicked because he didn't make it his first. Yeah, another thing too. Just because you get your butt kicked, that's what made you great. That what made you
Yes.
great. That what made the challenge. That what
Go-
made the challenge even better. I don't understand. Y'all always want to come
Yeah,
around and tell me, well, Kobe, like, dude, you ain't gonna win them all. But how you learn? How did you learn from that? How did you navigate through
yes.
that? That what
How'd
made
you
you
get back
great.
up?
Yeah, you knocked me down. Okay, I'm gonna pick myself up back again. Y'all look at stuff and tear down.
Br-
And another thing too, every great player has a case of being the greatest. You talking to somebody? I don't have a goat because there's too many great players that made a case to be the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
It's too many of them. It's too many of them. That's why I don't rank players. It's just way too many players, man. It's just way too many. I do it according to eras. If you're doing the eras, okay. I say you want to say 2000s. Kobe dominated 2000s. Either him or Duncan. Either one of them two. I
Yeah.
know some people say Shaq. This is another thing too. I don't understand people that don't think with a logic head, right? Y'all hate Kobe Bryant so bad, right? But he did more. He did more without Shaq than Shaq did without him. Let that sink in.
Yup. Yup. And Shaq played with LeBozo. He played with him. Granted, Shaq won the Shaq that he was with Kobe, but you still play with him.
Or D Wade.
And, yeah. And D
Yeah,
Wade,
he
the only
got one with.
reason, and I ain't gonna say the only reason, but a strong, like I say, 75% plus reason why Miami got that championship is because Shaq put teams in foul trouble and Wade hit all his free throws, which was smart, But let's not act like this championship was a domination. Where you running through 50-win teams like the gauntlet Kobe went through.
They don't talk
How
about
the
that.
championship is made does matter.
And
Because
not
in
only that,
'08 when he lost, you know, the Lakers that year went through the West like it was Swiss cheese. But Boston that year had to go through the grind. And when they
Hmm.
got to the finals, it played out just that way. The team that had went through the grind won. And the next 2 years, Kobe went through the grind. The most 50-win teams. And it showed when they got to the finals. Because if you remember that second year in '09, Denver was looking real good coming into the conference finals. But the teams they went through them like Swiss cheese. It wasn't no resistance. If you don't meet resistance, when you finally do meet it, it may well
Especially,
turn out like that for the Cavaliers this year.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
You made a great point. You made a great point. Just to continue to piggyback what you were saying is that this is what they don't like to tell y'all. And then during that time when Kobe was, he does got. And these are actually factual. Jay Reed don't have that on his resume at all. Only him. Only him. Only this man. Out of everybody NBA history, this man is the only one that has it. So how this man is overrated is what people be saying to me is just like, how can you even say stuff like that? Y'all hate this man. Y'all talking about LeBron get hate? LeBron don't get that hate like Kobe used to get. It's nowhere but the media didn't like him too. That's why they liked this Shaq. Because Shaq was a media darling. They didn't like Kobe Bryant. It's all about who they like. It's all about who they like now. It ain't about the game, the basketball game itself. Don't sit there and speak for itself no more. Now it's about his swagger. He's about what he's doing off the court. I'm like, I don't care what he's doing, all that. What he's doing on the court, that's what I want to see. That's anybody. That's how they like to move the goalposts on everything. Like let's get to this. Who's gonna be the to me, I just think that they just disrespected these other teams. Look at Minnesota; they took that personally. They took that personally. They, they took that personally. Put the Lakers home, and I love every single moment of it. Till this man leaves, till he leaves, and I'm waiting for him to leave. Just like many other real Laker fans, be ready for this guy to go. You can take your son with you because he's holding up a spot for
yeah, they
everybody else.
go ahead.
I'm done.
That what's up, man. I'm about to get to work, so I'm gonna holler back at y'all. It's good hitting the platform. Peace out to the chat. We gonna holler back.
I'm about to get up out of here too. It just hit 12 o'clock out here in the west, so I'll holler at y'all, man. Over here, podcast is out, man. Like, share, subscribe to my brother Tigger, man. Salute to my boy James. Salute to all your boy Sports News and my boy Ron. Time you already know what time it is. And everybody else I didn't mention. I'm not even paying attention to the comments, so I don't know who's in there. But I'm out of here, man. I'll holler at y'all Monday. Peace.